just to clarify, we're going to clarify this again. This is in no way, shape, or form our guest looking to attack or incite any sort of,
violence,
BS towards that community. He's only clarifying a ongoing situation and trying to clear the air. So, Said, feel free.
I'm just thinking I might need you to actually bring up. Let me see. Is Mister Under the Beanie Files here? Is he here? Expose the Beanie Cult.
Guys, just request up.
Expose the Beanie Cult. If you can bring him up, so because then I can send him the images, and then you can make his screen big and stuff. Because probably the best thing to do.
No worries. 1 second.
Howdy, Nick.
Okay, Moonsha.
How's it going, guys?
Yeah, not bad, brother. Moonsha, where should I send this to you? On WhatsApp, or should I send
Telegram,
it to you?
Telegram, so I can just put it up on my iPad straight away. Can you hear me, Said? Howdy, Nick.
I'm all right. How are you?
How's life?
I think Said's just gone on pause for a minute. But yeah, feel free to bring up whatever. Oh, you know what? I'll expand you as soon as you're ready, yeah?
Yeah, no worries. So your guest didn't turn up then?
What's that, sorry?
I said your guest didn't turn up.
Not yet, no. Not only that, but we've got a bit of a troll in the comments over here that was feeling a bit attacked by some questions that some of the people in the chat were asking. But it's okay because we've got Edwina as mod now. So Edwina, you've got the power to kick people off of here if they're just acting like an idiot.
Yeah, no, just give Sayyid Ali a mod, so in case.
What for? I didn't need mod. I can't even keep an eye on the comments, to be honest with you. I didn't even keep an eye on the comments.
Don't worry about it. Edwina does a good job.
Okay.
All right. So, Said, do you want to just quickly let our viewers know once more what we're going to be going over?
Yeah, so in terms of myself, I've been very vocal against this group for, I would say mostly in the last 2 years, I've been very active against them, but I've known about the group for many years. So, yeah, during that process in the last 2 years, I started doing a lot of content against them. I was doing lives against them. And yeah, they basically tried to silence me by threatening me with court papers. And they do this. So what you're about to see is a copy of the allegations they made against me. And how can I describe it? Certain information has been redacted because obviously I don't want to share the details of which solicitors they use. But what we're looking at essentially is just the allegations, what they claimed about myself. Mm-hmm. And Brother Moonshaw, if you can make your screen big, if you don't mind, can you just read some of it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, 1 second. Let me just expand his screen for you guys. All right, guys. So this is, yeah, go ahead.
So do you want me to read it or you can read it?
Yeah, so what I'll do is, because we're kind of doing back and forth. So let's do this. Let me read the first part of it, right? So our client, meaning the Ahmadi religion of peace and light, letter of claim pursuant to the practice direction, pre-action conduct and protocols and pre-action protocol for media and communication claims. We act for the Ahmadi religion of peace and light. Please note our interest in this matter and ensure all future correspondence to be directed to us. This letter is intended to be a formal letter before action in accordance with the practice direction to the practice direction, blah, 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 blah. Okay, let's go to the bottom background. Our client is a religious non-profit organization that promotes peace and tolerance. Of course it does. Further information about our client's background and beliefs can be found here. Relevant parties. Who's the relevant party here? Mr. Who?
Abdullah Hashim.
Yeah, thank you very much. He's the leader of our client. Okay, next part. Shall I go for it? Let's have a read.
In case my mobile phone moves away, just let me know because I have to look at the
Yeah, no
YouTube.
problem.
Yeah, okay. Number 2, you are the uploader manager of YouTube channel Better Goody channel, which has approximately 10,700 subscribers. At the time of this letter, a copy of the evidence providing you to be the uploader manager of the channel enclosed within as B. Number 3, content that you and Sayyid Ali Akhbari, also known as Sayyid Ali Imam Sayyid, have produced is regularly shared with and used by TikTok platforms 313 Beanie under the Beanie platform, which has approximately 3,500 followers and 1,950,000 likes at the time of this letter. We also understand that your content is regular hosted in the Beanie platform live streams. And number 4, can you guys see it clearly? Yeah.
Yeah.
The TikTok platform exposed the Ahmadi cult, the Ahmadi religion of lies. AROL platform has approximately 2,000 followers and 1,500 likes. At the time of this letter, we understand that you are the one of the individuals responsible for the AROL platform for the reasons set out below. Sayyid is connected to associated with you on the channel because the first marker. He is the narrator of the majority, if not all, of the videos of the channel. Number 2, as in second marker. In the video dated 2021, which is no longer available in the United Kingdom due to it being taken down following defamation complaints, but remain available in other countries and or by using a virtual private network. Within this video, Sayed admitted that his YouTube channel was the channel, and the third point, in the video dated 2020, Sayed agreed with the interviewer of the channel who described him as the channel's very own. Welcome to the Baitul Gadi channel. We
Okay,
are
let me continue. Let me continue. So, say sorry, your screen is slightly off, just slightly off. And then yeah, you could see that basically they're trying to narrow it down and saying that look, Saeed said in one of the videos, "Welcome to Baitul Qadir channel. We are in Slough today, creating awareness first." So they cited a particular statement of mine from one of the videos to say, look, you know, we're sending this to you and all those people involved with the channel and these social media platforms. Okay, chronology. Since around December 2024, so this is how far it goes back, you, the channel, and the Beanie platform, and who else? We can't see the name. And the what? Say it at the bottom, the last sentence.
I'm struggling to see here, my bad.
I can't see the name, say it at the bottom, the last line. Thank you. So the chronology, since around December 2024, that's how long we were kind of doing this stuff on the lives, yeah? The channel, the Beanie platform, so there was a platform called, was that your one, Sayed? Winshaw?
No.
Okay, and the Ropal platform have done the following. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go to the next part. So what you're reading, guys, is essentially a defamation case they tried some time ago. Let's go to the next paper.
Oh,
So these are
hold on a minute.
these are the allegations.
Okay.
So, host, can you just take Danny down because then we can't see the full screen. Do you know what I'm trying to show?
Okay, no worries. Danny, I'm gonna bring you back up in a minute as soon as you're ready, yeah?
Yeah, just before you go, Sister Alexandra's in this chat. You need to remove her. There's two of them on here. Two of them.
Who are they, Alexander?
Sister Alexandra's on here, and another one. I've just
No,
gone through
no,
your
it's
list.
fine. Look, we're not
They're
doing
fine. They're
anything.
fine.
Yeah,
that's
it's
fine.
fine.
Let me look just to clarify. We've got this isn't okay. This live is not in order to direct hostilities in any sort of direction. This is just to clear the air.
Yeah, exactly.
In regards to what has been brought to light to us. So
yeah, exactly. So these are what we're looking at. Essentially, the allegations they've made against me, like they've been spewing this rhetoric for many months now, accusing me of all sorts, being an extremist, terrorist, you name it. And Anyway, so what they've done is they've kind of, there's a chronicle sort of time frame in terms of what was said, what was done. So apparently December 2024, Saeed hosted a live stream on his TikTok platform on the 26th of December, day after Christmas, and he threatened to turn up with others in one of our clients' centers, track down the member, and commit violence against them. That's a serious allegation.
Yeah.
And they continue to speak that same nonsense even till now. Our client was alerted of the said live stream, received a copy of the full recording, which again is a lie because they never presented a full recording of the same, and started to discover more of the defamatory comments, statements against them herein below. So that was December 2024. Then on the 17th of February, the Ropal platform hosted a live stream, and members made defamatory comments in relation to our client and its leader, Mr. Hashim, engaging, endorsing zoophilia, pedophilia. Any members of the public could have access to the February live. So again, they're trying to chuck everything at me. Here, obviously, they're not accused me directly, but what have I got to do with anyone going into the live and talking about zoophilia or pedophilia? Sleeping with animals, that's what essentially zoophilia is, right? So this is weird. Like, why are you trying to pin me on that? Very strange. Then again, in around February 2025, apparently the Bini platform, again, nothing to do with me. The Bini platform uploaded a video showing Mr. Hashim and Ahmad Al Hasan, who's another leader of our client, kissing each other.
Excuse me?
Yeah, so basically there was a platform called the Bini platform, and on this platform, the uploader had a video of Ahmad Al Hasan kissing Abdullah Hashim.
Oh, was it like an AI image or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Right. Okay, understood. Yeah.
So this indicates or implies that they had intimate relationship together. Like, grow up, guys. Like, seriously.
Yeah.
What have I got to do with that? Like, seriously?
Yeah. I mean, that's just.
And then it says, look, this video was evidently made via artificial intelligence or other computer, I can't say the word, systems, and it had a description. Adam got kicked out of heaven because Abdullah Hashim wanted to sodomize Ahmad Al Hasan.
Right.
Anyway, then around February 2025, you posted a video on your channel, and this got approximately 1,300 views. And at the time of this letter, okay, let's go ahead. Let's continue. Okay, this is the other allegation. So you can see in the right, there's exhibits. So if you go one back page, go page back, Sid. So you can see it says D, E, F, and obviously towards the end of the document, they provide these evidence. So look at D. D is okay. So D we've covered, E we covered, F we covered, G we covered. Let's go to the next one. H. This is the amazing one. It's fascinating. Guys, listen to this one. This is brilliant. Apparently on the 2nd of March, 2025, one of our security cameras on our client's property in Crewe was deliberately damaged. Guys, for you who've been to Crewe, you tell me now, is it not practically impossible to break into the premises, right, run across the field, smash your camera and not go noticed?
Yeah.
How serious is this allegation?
No, it's quite serious. Yeah.
I mean, it's practically impossible without getting unnoticed. And you know what? They provided images as well. And it's such a strange image. It's like someone very petite. They've got like a hooded top. What the hell? Like, these guys, look how desperate they are. This is a joke. Absolute joke. This is what they do.
Just for clarification, Said, in regards to so where are we now? We're at which part of 2025 are we at now? It's February.
Yeah.
February.
This is last year.
Yeah.
This is last year.
Yeah. February of 2025. So just to no, you know what? I'll save it. Carry on.
Okay. So this has been going on. They've been campaigning against me for a very long time. Now look at the next one, 1st of February. So obviously you got Sister Alexander here, who's in the live you were talking about earlier. So I messaged her, and then you tell me something. How is this message a harassment? I said, Salam, peace. I'm sorry if I've been harsh to you. I have nothing personal against you. So please ignore my banter at times. I also know that you are too smart for these guys. So it's annoying to see that you're getting used by them. Perhaps you don't see it yourself. Regardless, I know you're not in a position to speak. I'm sure he has or made you sign a few confidentiality forms. And if you need anything, just to let you know, we are here to support you. And I'll keep this between us. No issues. Take care. Guess what that allegation was? Do you want to know? Harassment.
What was that? Harassment. I mean, it doesn't. It's not a hostile message in any sort of way. But you know how obviously, like similar to how our guest from time to time, Grant, likes to say, you know, in if we're speaking in regard to factual things, then you know anyone can look at something and say, I don't want to receive this message as harassment. You know, I could turn around and say that someone posting a letter through my door is harassment. You know.
Yeah. Well, the problem is here, the very definition of harassment, it has to be persistent. It has to be constant, right?
Was this persistent?
No, it wasn't. It's just one message.
Okay.
This is how desperate these guys were. So anyway, look at the next one. Again, 29th of January, an individual named Zugurugas, or I don't know what his name is, sent a message to Alexander on TikTok stating that he or she would that word and unalive her. Who the hell is this guy? What's he got to do with me? Go and report to Mr. Zugzug or whatever his name is. Like, what's that got to do with me?
What was is that the username or the actual name of the person?
No, apparently it's a username, but who knows? For all we care, they could have created this account, right? Themselves. And you get my point, Mr. Zugzug. This is ridiculous.
I'm sorry, that's a funny name.
I know. Now look at this one, another one, another allegation. 26th of March. Sayed sent a message to our client presenter, Miss Bushra Tahir, stating that she was being misguided by a client and was following a cult. That was apparently called harassment as well. Shocking. Right. These guys, listen, there are at least 25. Munshad, you know what? Stop it there. There's at least 20 to 25 allegations, and they just worse. I just want to demonstrate to you that this is nothing new. This systematic campaign to silence people, you know, labeling me as an extremist, claiming that I jumped over their property, somehow ran through all the security guards, broke a camera, unnoticed. Man, I don't even know what to say to the issue. Do you get my point?
Yeah.
These guys are not. I mean, sorry. How can anyone take these people serious? You guys should be ashamed of yourselves, honestly. Sort your lives out. Sort your lives out.
So is this as far as it goes in terms of the allegations that have been brought forward against you?
Yeah, I mean, this is about 20, 25. You know, they probably blame me for coronavirus. Guys, listen, I've got nothing to do with coronavirus. Okay, I didn't manufacture that. All right, I wasn't unaliving bats. That's maybe something that you guys do.
Because we've got a bigger virus to worry about at the minute. But no, that's absolutely fine. So could you just while we've got you here, just for our viewers to have a rough idea as well, would you mind going over this this threat that they've said that you've made against them?
Yeah. So again, there's context here. I said, look, these guys, they go around dehumanizing everyone, cursing everyone, insulting people, religious figures. So don't be surprised if a particular community of people, in this case, I gave the analogy of Shia communities. And by the way, Shias aren't like that. The reality is, yes, there are certain extremists out there who quote unquote identify as Muslims, but you'll never see Shia extremists. It's not something, especially in the UK. I mean, when's the last time you had some sort of attack taking place from the Shia Muslim community? You don't, right? So I was giving a hypothetical situation. I said, look, guys, if you continue doing this, don't be surprised if a group of Shias turn up, extreme Shias turn up in the center and attack you. right? And the truth is, look, if there was a direct threat there, you know, it would have gone to the police and whatever, right? Do you know what I mean? I was in the premises yesterday. I was standing in front of the compound. They did try that, but the officers not interested. They know that these guys, you know, they're habitual liars. They lie a lot. That's all they can do. And we know that they act on vulnerable people, and we see this constant same pattern with them, right? So these slanders against me are nothing new. They've been doing it for a long time, last 2 years. Nothing new at all. They always like to make a mole out of a mountain. I somehow managed to jump over the gates. Guys, have you been to Crewe? Seriously? Do you know the amount of security they have? The only way you're getting through that compound is storming through those main gates. But climbing over the fences, that's not happening. Look, it wouldn't surprise me if they say that, you know, Saeed jumped out from a parachute in a plane, somehow landed on our property, ran over to the security camera and smashed it.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show you the picture, actually? Let me show you the picture. Hold on.
Go for it.
The picture.
The picture of what they caught on the CCTV footage. Oh, he's gone on pause for a minute. What about you sleepwalking?
Yeah, Nick, I don't know what to say, but
actually, you know what? I'm not sure.
Sound serious.
I need to confirm if I can actually show the picture, but I didn't even know what to say. It's a woman. You can quite clearly see that the person wearing the hood is a woman.
Right.
You can just
tell. Yeah, feel free to show it.
No, I need to get that double checked if I'm allowed to share it. Because the thing is, I don't want to compromise her, and you know, for all I care, she could be somebody from the community, right? So I don't want to be doing that.
Yeah. It would be good if we could get the face blurred out or something.
I mean, let's be real. Can you imagine how many harassment cases would be made against these people? The way they chase people around after they leave them, and the way they pound people with the messages, and they should be done for harassment for all the stuff they do in their lives.
Oh, I really, I need to work on my backdrop. I need to use a better color because everybody's always saying they can't see the chat. Please change back. You know what? On the next slide, I will do that. I'll make sure you can see them. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, it's just because when I'm over here, apparently you can't. I don't know.
No, they do. They do stalk me, and they do. They follow me around in anything I do, in any of the lives I go into, even in this live. They come. They do this. So maybe I should do you guys for harassment. Constant harassment.
Oh, honestly, look, I don't come on here to be giving my personal account. Usually, I just come on here to report the news, as you guys know.
No, I understand.
We literally had one of the look, and I'm gonna for anyone that's a part of the community, for anyone that is a part of the AROPO that is listening to this, right? We have had nothing but peaceful communication so far with members of this community, right? There's one member that was just on here, Hashem, and then another one, Siwi Dawa or something like that. And they were talking about my criminal history, apparently, which is like, guys, I'm very open about that. You know what I mean? I have no problem talking about that. But they were trying to basically come on here and pin it on me like, oh, should we talk about your criminal history? And I was just like, dude, we're not doing any of that right now. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. All right, we've got someone requesting to come up on here, Shimmer and Light. Wait, hold on. Let me just see what they've got to add here. Hello, Shimmer and Light.
Hi, Brother Said. Give me 2 seconds if you allow me to speak.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
They're not very nice people, to be honest, because Brother Said, whenever he was live talking to them, he's only been very polite, very calm. Whenever we have been onto their platform to discuss, in various languages, as soon as we start discussing their book and their belief, they start swearing at us. I was personally being told by one of the members in Jordan to go and get grapes. So for them, to claim to be, peaceful and kind and to want good for others is absolute lie. It's an absolute lie. You know, I'm sure there are plenty of videos out there, recorded videos of conversations, you know, between, you know, us and them, where you can clearly see how nasty they can be. They are not the you know, what they say and how they behave is in total contradiction. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for letting me speak.
Sister
No,
Shimron,
that's absolutely fine.
I remember that. I remember.
Shimmer Light, just before you come off, could I ask you a question quickly? When did this happen?
I would say, Brother Syed, when did I start joining your group?
I remember it was about a year and a half ago. You came in, you were very shaken, you were very concerned, and it was disgusting. I mean, why should any woman even, you know, put in that situation where somebody makes such a threat to begin with? It's disgusting.
And the constant lies. I mean, you've got Rizwan. He's on this platform, and he's playing absolute dumb, saying, "Syed, why are you blocking me? Why you guys you blocking me?" And then suddenly, you know, when we all calling his lies, say, "How can we block you? This is not our platform. This is D14's platform. How can we block you?" This is constant lies, constant lies, constant lies. I've also spoken to somebody, he's called L'Homme de Vérité. He's a guy who was part of this cult, and way before I started to speak to Brother Syed, and he was telling of his own personal experience. So he's a young man who is in search of spirituality and ended up, you know, getting to know about this group. He followed them in Germany. He was saying that they were making him work, not only him, but anybody that was part of the cult, between 16 to 18 hours and being paid 200 euros a month. What do you do with 200 euros a month? If I could get this guy to come in and, you know, just tell you about his own experience, and then I can go further, but the stuff that he was saying was absolutely despicable. So one of the things that Abdullah Hashim was asking to show loyalty is, for example, for a guy to jump a building and you know, jump the building. Another one, they do a bonfire, right? Show me you are loyal to me, jump into the fire. Also to show loyalty, if a guy turns up with his wife, he should show his loyalty and allow other men, you know, who are at the top of this cult to, you know, use and abuse his wife, you know. And this is somebody who ran away, leaving everything behind, and, you know, in the middle of the night and just getting away, you know, and planning his leave. If you're part of this cult, you basically have to sell your house, your car, your belongings, and give the money to the cult, you know. And the sad thing is that, what do we have to get from all this? You tell me, D14, what do we have to get from all this? We're just trying to save people from abuse, heartache, slavery, you know, psychological, you know, emotional damage, financial damage. And it's just mind-boggling. Goes to show that whoever is joining, these people have got some serious issues. They are not mentally stable, really not mentally stable.
I just want to quickly address, guys, listen, the reason why some of you were blocked on my live is because you constantly used to come in, share it, and report it. Just like you're gonna start reporting D40 Entertainment's live. You've done it before. You guys have this.
So far, we haven't got any violations, so they're being chill at the moment.
Thank you.
No, but Brother Syed, look at the lies. Have you got any control, Brother Syed, on this platform of D14? Can you block? Right. So why is Riza? Yeah. The only explanation that I've got for Riza is all that ganja and weed that he's smoking. That's making him speak this way. Honestly, you know, saying that we blocking him. I don't have control. I cannot block anybody on D14. You cannot block anybody on D14. He's playing dumb. He knows exactly what he's doing and what he's saying, and he's just playing dumb.
I think he's referring to my life, because the truth is...
No. No, he's talking about today, right now. He's saying, why have you blocked me? Brother Said, have you blocked me? That's what he's saying.
No, I blocked him on my own personal live account. And that the reason being is because, I mean, I could be wrong, I could be speculating, but it just felt as if he was constantly reporting the lives and I kept getting notifications. And I just don't understand why do you need to silence people, guys? Seriously. Like, what's the issue? Like,
Shao, can you request and come up in the box? I'm sure you have a few things to add as well. Sorry for interrupting.
Okay, Reza, that's fine. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll unblock you. But I was under the assumption that you were doing this. But I take your word for it. If you say
Reza, look, as you can see, our guests have no hostilities towards you, actually, for real. And if you feel as though you'd like to come up on here and speak with them, we're more than happy to facilitate.
But Nick, you're a host. Say, for example, if they are feeling so threatened from Sayyid Ali, have we not got a thing as humanity to be hostile or to feel threatened by other people? Why is it just the shul if it's on one side? Why can't other people feel in the same position that we feel threatened? Our lives are at stake as well. So, everything should be neutral.
Look, we don't. My message to even Alexander, what did I say to her? I said nothing disrespectful. Exactly the same sort of message I would send to my sister, I sent to her. I said, look, I'm concerned. I even said to her, look, you're a very intelligent person. I don't know why are you even following this nonsense? Right? And I'm not saying anything different to, I'm sure, what her own family members say to her. Right? So there was no need for you to go out and, quickly report it to your organization and add it to the list of allegations that you made against me. Have some shame. Like, seriously. Is that what you guys are resorting to? You contact someone because you have general concerns and you made it into a harassment issue? Pathetic.
Hey, just to clarify, would you prefer or like to establish some sort of peaceful truce or you know what I mean? Just some sort of civil ground between you and them.
I mean, look, at the end of the day, as I said before, I don't mean any sort of a physical harm to them. I don't support any physical harm. Yesterday, when I was at the protest, some individual tried to climb the fence. And I said, look, not on my watch, you're not doing that, my friend. So I'd stop him. Right? So I don't support that.
I can say that I did see that happen as well. I did.
Yeah. So the reality is, look, if you've got far-right people turning up, behaving in a particular way, showing, throwing out racial slurs, that's unacceptable. I don't agree with that. But people do have the right to protest. As long as it's done in a respectful manner, fine. And just like you have the right to sit there and insult and curse people's religious figures, which you do, and there's many videos of this. I can show you tons of videos where, I remember Abdullah Hashim saying in one of his videos, he's referring to some Shias who partake in certain self-flagellation practices. I don't know if you might have seen it. Certain Shias in certain, as part of certain rituals of mourning, they cut their bodies or they'll cut certain parts of the body to bleed. And Abdullah actually said this. I'll quote what he says. He said, instead of you guys drawing your own blood, why didn't you go and draw the blood of your scholars? I can play you right now the clip. If you give me a minute, I'll play this to you so you can hear it for yourself.
I've got Riza in the comments over here. He's saying Ali is peaceful, but his panel members are sketchy and rude.
Well, look,
Riza, I would be more than happy to keep just Sayyid Ali up here, and you can have a respectful discourse. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to.
No, Riza is not allowed to because he'll get into trouble if he does that, and Riza knows that.
Get into trouble. Okay.
Yeah, he'll get in trouble. He's not allowed to engage with me. But look, as I said,
sorry, Brother Said, L'Homme de l'Ombre, he was part of this cult before he's here. He's just entered the platform.
Yeah, if you request, you can come up and you can maybe translate for him and he can talk about his experience and stuff. But I just want to play you some of these clips quickly.
Should I expand it or?
No, because I'm gonna play it through my device.
Okay.
And I'm not going to turn my camera open because I don't think that's a very good idea, especially at this moment in time.
Riza said he's on his laptop, unfortunately. That's fine, Riza, no worries. Look, and just to clarify, Riza, there's no hostilities here towards you or your community, all right? We're just trying to clear the air on some of the things that have been brought to light. always see the panel respectful, to be honest. Yeah. I mean, like I said, we try and make sure that we're always having a respectful conversation on here. It doesn't need to be, I'm sure we all know that making your point louder does not make it clearer.
Mm.
You know.
Guys, just remember, if you send me more than one message, I'll consider it as harassment. Actually, one message should be enough, right, for harassment nowadays. But
well, no, because it has to be a persistent behavior, isn't it?
Exactly. Let me try to find this clip for you.
If anyone wishes to come on the panel, please feel free, but be respectful. Yeah, absolutely. Thank you, SJ. You've been a sick mod, you and Edwina. So, guys, just whilst Said Ali is getting this ready for us, I just want to quickly go over the general updates for today, because this is actually where we report the news also. It's not just this situation here that we've got going on. So, 12 person arrested following serious allegations at a religious group in Crewe. So, as you guys were probably made aware this morning, there's been another arrest. Residents of Crewe grow worried as 11th member of the alleged AROPL cult arrested in Croydon on Friday, 8th of May. A 30-year-old man who is a Mexican national was detained in Croydon on suspicion of sexual assault and penetration. So yeah, those are the updates on the arrest. We've got Cole Allen pleads not guilty to trying to take Donald Trump's life. We're not going to speak too much on that one because I'm sure most of you guys don't really care too much for American news. But yeah, as you guys have probably been made aware recently, there was an attempt on the president's life. Hunter virus. Cruise Britain's isolate as captain praises kindness and unity. So, as you can see here, 20 Britons from a cruise ship hit by deadly hantavirus continue to isolate at a UK hospital as the captain praised the patience and kindness of those on board. Guys, they're trying to drop another vaccine on us. They're just trying to drop another update, okay? We are not just a bunch of care packages. All right, cool.
I found the clip.
You found the clip, yeah?
Just let me know if you can hear the audio, because there is some music going in the background, but I'll break it down what he's saying, what's word by word, right? So
no worries.
Listen to this. Oh.
The non-working scholars would rather see them.
So he starts by saying, look, the non-working scholars would rather see the Muslims spill their own blood. Okay?
The non-working scholars would rather see the Muslims spill their own blood
than spill the blood of, okay?
And spill the blood of the tyrant oppressors.
The tyrant oppressors whom are ruling over them.
Whom are ruling over them. They praise rituals that are...
So yeah, I mean, what's that supposed to mean? The non-working scholars would rather see the Muslims spill their own blood than spill the blood of their leaders, basically. So what is he calling towards?
I would prefer for you to give us a proper analogy of that one, because I don't want to get it.
Well, I don't know. You can ask them what they mean.
What do you guys think?
Okay, let me show you another an example of how they insult ours, like as in the Muslim scholars. Hear this, okay?
To him, to Sistani, to Khamenei, and to all of the scholars.
Okay, so let me put that up a bit more so you can hear this. So here, he's openly cursing religious scholars. Okay, listen to this. I'll put it a bit louder for you so you can hear it, all right? Listen to this.
To him, to Sistani.
To him, to Sistani. And by the way, Sistani has millions of followers across the globe, right? Then he goes to Khamenei, who's actually passed away, but to Khamenei.
To Khamenei, and to all of the scholars.
And to all the scholars. To all the scholars. Look what he says.
That have anything to do with them. I just want to say to all of you, Lanatullah alaikum.
May Allah curse you. He's saying, I condemn and curse all scholars without exception. Sistani Khamenei. So if I sit here and curse Abdullah Hashim, why should you be upset about it? Why should you be upset? Why do you guys play victimization? I repeat this again. Look at what he's saying. Hear this carefully, guys.
To him, to Sistani, to Khamenei, and to all of the scholars that have anything to do with them, I just want to say to all of you, Lanatullah alaikum. May the curse of Allah and Fatima and Ali and Muhammad and Al Hasan and Al Hussein be upon you, be upon all of your militias, be upon all of those who support you knowingly. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala curse you.
So yeah, and we curse Abdullah Hashim. Just like you guys believe that Abdullah Hashim has the right to insult and curse religious figures, we will curse your religious figures. Don't play victimization. You guys openly insult and curse people's religious figures and think, oh, we are the victims here. You guys are being Islamophobic. You guys are being racist. You guys are being anti-Semitic. Look at the victimization card. Yes, may God curse Abdullah Hashim. And everyone here, may Allah accept his condemnation and destroy this man, finish this man off, and bring justice to all those people. Does that hurt you guys? Does that upset you when I do that? So how do you think we feel when you insult and curse our scholars? If I sat here and I said, may God curse D14 Entertainment and his mother and his father and his grandfather, you're going to be upset by this. You're going to take it very personal. And then you become upset when we curse and insult Abdullah Hashim? Absolutely not. So don't play this victimization card. Shame on you people. Yes, may God curse Abdullah Hashim.
I can't confirm that, you know, I've had more than enough time to sit there and go through a couple of other people's vibes, you know, like JoJo's, Grant's, and, you know, sometimes they actually show what Nassar is talking about because he's blocked a lot of the people that just want to know what he has to say. And I can confirm that he has sat there and spoken badly about other religions. And it's really just a difference in opinions, isn't it?
I'll play again. Look.
To Sistani, to Khamenei, and to all of the scholars that have anything to do with them. I just want to say to all of you, Lanatullah alaikum.
Lanatullah alaikum. He's saying in Arabic, may God curse you. Yes, may God curse Abdullah Hashim. May Allah curse all those associated with Abdullah Hashim. May Allah curse all those who are linked to him. Every single one of you guys. How do you guys feel about that? Does that hurt you guys? Does that affect you? So don't play the victimization card. I'm sorry to say, you guys are actually full of shit. You are. That's what you are. You spineless individuals. And when people expose you and give you the same level of energy, you don't like it, do you? You don't like it. I'm telling you now, if I say this, may God curse Abdullah Hashim, Lanatullah Abdullah Hashim, and all those associated. These guys, you know, from inside, they shrivel. It's like their heart is melting. They become upset. They're becoming angry. They're becoming enraged. But your leader is going around literally insulting and cursing everyone. You should be fine with it. You should embrace it. This is the religion of peace. This is the religion of peace and light, guys. This is peace and light. Going around insulting and cursing religious figures. It is how you draw. Your leader draws people to the religion by insulting and cursing the religious figures. Do you get my point?
I know, absolutely.
I can show you many clips. I can sit here and throw you tons of clips. So when they come up and all peace loving, oh, we love everybody. Of course you do. We can see that. You go around cursing people's religious figures that they probably hold more sacred than their own parents.
Yeah.
You should ask them.
I hear you.
That. Look, as I said, that's fine. If you want to do that, you're entitled to do that. But don't have a problem when other people start cursing out Abdullah Hashim. You open that door for everyone else to do that. How would you like if I say, may God curse Abdullah Hashim's wife or his son or his daughter? Would that affect you? Would that hurt you? Of course it would. And this is what he's saying here. He's saying, may God curse anyone who follows any of the scholars and anyone's associated with those scholars. So that's to all of us. You insult and curse all of us. We included into that. I mean, the most two important men within the Shia community now, well, Khamenei's passed away, is Sayyid Sistani, is Sayyid Ali Khamenei, who was unalived in his house.
Right.
Also, I'll jump in too. Like, if the Ahmadi religion of peace and light were to have an approach where they kept all these information, their views internally instead of externally, and started broadcasting it for the very public, they wouldn't have gotten this much attention. Because last year, and about before Easter of 2025, when he came out and said that he was a true successor to the Pope of Jesus Christ, etc., at that point is when all the Christians, including me, heard it and we're like, who is this guy? Why is he coming at our people like that? And the Pope just died.
Exactly. Thank you very much. Look, if you want to go around insulting, cursing people's figures, fine. No problem. Do it. Go do it in your homes. Go and do it in your basilica or your basements or wherever you guys have made. But your leader is publicly coming out and cursing millions and millions of Muslims, their leaders and anyone associated with them. So do not play the victimization card. You have no right to do that.
If host has questions to the French ex-member, he is willing to answer. Yeah, absolutely. Does he speak English or does he need a translator?
Yes.
Unfortunately, my French is a bit rusty.
Sister Shimmering.
Un peu de français. Oui, un peu.
If you request, I can drop.
No, sir, I'll drop.
I'm just waiting. I don't know. You should drop.
That's all right. Said, you can stay up with us because obviously the main topic of the discussion to begin with was the things brought forward against yourself, isn't it? So that's okay.
Yeah. Sorry. I hope you don't mind. In every conversation, every time I say Abdullah's name, I'm going to say, "May God curse him." Is that right? I mean, that's what they do, right? So it should be fine.
That's fine. You're free to, as long as we just don't start getting nasty on here, you know.
Yeah. May God curse Abdullah Hashim and anyone who follows him and all those associated to him. See, they don't like to be spoken.
Brother, how are you?
Hello.
Hello, brother. You okay?
Alhamdulillah. And you?
I'm good, thank you. Do you need translation by any chance, or are you okay with English?
Sister Shimmering, translate for me.
Okay, no problem. Okay, so please, do tell us about your experience
with Abdullah Hashim. May God curse him and anyone who's associated with him. Go ahead.
Host, would you have any question for him in particular?
Yeah, no, I was just waiting. I wanted to hear about his experience since leaving, why he left.
L'homme, tu as compris, il voudrait savoir en fait la raison pour laquelle tu as quitté et parler un petit peu de ton expérience avec ce groupe, ce culte.
Alors, on va faire phrase par phrase, comme ça sera plus simple.
Ça sera plus pour moi.
Voilà, j'ai été ex-membre de cette secte-là de 2015 à 2019.
So he was a member from 2015 to 2019.
Yeah.
J'ai fait partie des premiers qui ont fait partie de cette secte-là. Vas-y.
Oui, so he was amongst the first to basically adhere to this group.
Okay.
On était basé en Allemagne à ce moment-là.
So they started first in Germany.
Okay.
On a construit les restaurants pour Abdullah Hashim.
So they built restaurants for Abdullah Hashim.
Okay.
Donc il nous a fait travailler de 7h du matin jusqu'à des 3h du matin.
So the schedule that was given to them is from 7 a.m. until 7 a.m. in the morning until the next day at 3 a.m.
7 a.m. in the morning until the next day at 3 a.m.
So let's say they start at 7 a.m. all the way to 3 a.m.
Right, okay.
Donc on était dans un état de fatigue tellement fort que on n'arrivait plus à réfléchir par nous-mêmes en fait. Le cerveau, il était KO.
So you're saying that they were in such a state of exhaustion that they couldn't think by themselves anymore.
Right, okay.
Et c'est comme ça qu'Abdullah il a profité de nous faire le lavage de cerveau. Donc,
sorry, Brother Lahab. Sorry, Sister
yes.
Shimri. Can you just request him that whenever he says Abdullah Hashim, he says, may God curse him and all those who support him, if that's all right. Sorry. So I need to reciprocate the same sort of energy, you know what I mean? Sorry.
So this was the strategy used by Abdullah Hashim to control his members, you know, by leading them to a sheer exhaustion.
Right. Okay, that is interesting just before he carries on, because there have been some people saying that people within the community look exhausted. So I'm going to let him carry on.
Tu veux continuer?
Oui, alors il faut savoir que Abdullah Hashim il nous demande de vendre tout ce qu'on a, que ce soit nos maisons, nos voitures, toutes nos affaires, pour aller le rejoindre là-bas, donc à l'endroit où il est, pour vivre en communauté, et il faut lui donner tout ce qu'on a.
So he was requesting from anyone who wanted to join the cult to sell anything that belonged to them, be it cars, houses, and to contribute financially and to give them, you know, the money of the sale of their belongings to Abdullah Hashim.
Right. And was this mandatory? Could you ask him?
Est-ce que c'était obligé ou en fait, si par exemple toi tu donnais pas ton argent, est-ce que ça allait poser des problèmes?
Alors si tu donnes pas de ton argent, ça pose pas de problème, mais on te fait comprendre que si un vrai croyant, il donne normalement, il donne tout ce qu'il a. Tu vois, c'est subtil, tu vois, c'est.
There is so there was no compulsion, but there was a way that they dealt with them in such a subtle way to make you think that you are not a true believer.
Right. Okay. I understand. Okay. Sorry, carry on.
Mm-hmm. Oui, l'homme, tu as d'autres choses à nous dire?
Donc, il faut que je continue, ok. Oui. Donc, en 2019, ce qui s'est passé, c'est que la police, elle est venue dans les restaurants et elle a fait un contrôle pour des faux visas et faux contrats de travail. Et en même temps, il y a eu une plainte d'une sœur qui a porté plainte pour des faits sexuels, entre parenthèses. Voilà.
D'accord. So in 2019, there was an investigation. Police got involved following the complaints of SEX abuse from one of the sisters, a part of the group. And also they came to check the legality of, you know, the how do we say, you know, the status of the people who were...
the asylum status.
Yes. So asylum status or how would
residential
you say?
Status.
Residential status, that's right.
Yeah.
En fait, combien il y avait de restaurants, l'homme? Combien de restaurants ils avaient?
À ce moment-là, moi, quand j'y étais, il y avait 3 restaurants, il y avait un bar et il y avait un magasin d'antiquités.
So the type of businesses that Abdullah Hashim started with, the first people who joined, tu m'as dit 3 restaurants, c'est ça?
3 restaurants, un bar et un magasin d'antiquités.
One bar, you know, where people go and drink alcohol, and a shop where they were selling antique stuff.
Okay.
Et vous pouvez retrouver ces preuves-là sur les vidéos que j'ai mis dans mon profil.
So Lum has got some videos which prove all this information.
Okay.
So if you go
Could
onto
you just quickly ask him before we carry on? Sorry, I just want to
yeah.
quickly note where did he find out about the Ahmadi religion of peace and light in the first place?
Comment
Because
tu es tombé sur
he
ce
said that he
culte?
was one of the first.
Yeah. Comment tu es tombé sur ce culte en fait? Comment tu en as pris connaissance?
À ce moment-là, j'étais tombé sur une série qui s'appelle Les Arrivées. Et cette série-là, elle a été faite par Abdullah Hashim. Donc, moi, à partir de cette série-là, j'ai découvert ce monde des 12 Mahdi. Et ça m'a un peu bouleversé. Et du coup, j'ai recherché jusqu'à ce qu'il y a eu Abdullah qui est sorti. Alors, c'est là où c'est compliqué, c'est là Abdullah est sorti de ce groupe-là qui s'appelle les Bannières Blanches. C'est un groupe d'Irak.
D'accord. So just to summarize, donc les séries, est-ce que c'était sur où est-ce que tu les as vues exactement?
Les séries,
sur Internet?
Ouais, sur YouTube. Ouais. C'était une série connue, c'est The Arrivals.
Les arrivées. C'était traduit en français?
Oui, il y avait une traduction de toutes les langues de toute façon.
Oui. Donc c'était une série qui parlait de quoi en fait?
C'est une série qui parlait du Mahdi, de la fin des temps, du Dajjal et tout ça quoi.
Ah. Donc lui, il a produit ces séries-là.
C'est ça.
D'accord. So how he came across Abdullah Hashim is he saw some a series that was talking about I'm trying to translate into English les arrivées. I'm not sure if somebody can help me with that. Les arrivées.
Les arrivées, is that arrivals? Yeah.
Yes.
Or the people who arrived, and these series were all about Al Mahdi and the end of time. Okay. Before Abdullah Hashim became the character that he is now, he was part of what we call the White Banners. Tu m'as dit c'était basé en Irak, c'est ça?
Oui.
Which was a group based in Iraq.
Okay.
Et lui, Abdullah Hashim, à ce moment-là, il était celui qui faisait le montage vidéo pour ce groupe-là d'Irak.
Ok. Et ce groupe, les Bannières Blanches, tu peux résumer vite fait en quoi c'était quoi leur but?
Les Bannières Blanches, c'est un groupe qui croit en un homme qui s'appelle Ahmad Al Hasan, qui en 99 s'est proclamé être le Yémeni.
So the White Banners are basically a group of people that followed Ahmad Al Hasan, who claimed to be Al Yemeni, and the Al Yemeni is apparently a man that will come towards the end of time, who will be the right hand or the one who is going to be supporting the Mahdi or the Christian call the Antichrist. And Abdullah Hashim, his job was to produce videos for this group called the White Banners.
Okay. Just really quickly, Said, have you got any questions for him as well? I don't want to.
No, I know him. I know him.
Oh, okay. No worries. I just don't want to keep you sitting there. All right, cool. So yeah,
there was a couple of questions actually from the comments. So somebody asked, was the restaurant a front for something else? So was there something else going on behind the scenes in the restaurant? Were they just serving food or?
Alors l'homme, le frère Saïd, il te demande est-ce que c'était pas un camouflage en fait ces restaurants? Est-ce que ça ne cachait pas d'autres choses de plus sinistres que juste le fait de pourvoir aux besoins de la clientèle et de donner à manger aux gens?
Bien sûr, c'était surtout pour faire des faux contrats de travail et des faux visas, parce que comme tous les personnes qui doivent venir en Europe, il y en a, ils ont besoin de visas. Comme par exemple dans les pays comme l'Égypte, l'Irak et tout ça, ces gens-là, ils avaient besoin de visas. Donc ils faisaient des faux contrats de travail, des faux visas, ils faisaient marier des gens juste pour que la personne elle puisse avoir son visa, tu comprends?
I think I understood. Was it a front for getting people visa sponsorships?
Yeah.
Yes, and also he was arranging marriage between people who lived abroad, his followers abroad, to women who actually could provide a way for these men to come and stay in Europe.
Right. Okay.
Makes sense. Same system everywhere. There was another question, very important one. Can you get Brother Laham to talk about the loyalty tests that were involved and the type of loyalty tests that Abdullah made him do, or somebody he knows personally? Go ahead.
Oui. Alors le frère Saïd voudrait savoir, est-ce que tu peux nous parler des épreuves ou des épreuves de loyauté que Abdullah Hashim a imposées à ses mourides ou aux gens qui font partie de son groupe?
Oui, les tests de loyauté, il y a eu plusieurs tests de loyauté. Le plus important, c'est celui qui m'a permis de sortir de cette secte-là. C'est que, par exemple, c'est le test de loyauté que Franck a passé. C'est un test où il lui a été demandé de commettre un acte sexuel avec un autre homme. Alors que Franck n'est pas gay, quoi. Il est hétérosexuel. Donc ça, c'est le premier test. Après, il y en a un, il lui a été demandé de sauter du 2e étage. Il l'a pas fait. Il y en a un, il lui a été demandé de sauter dans le feu. Il l'a fait, mais dès qu'il s'est brûlé les pieds, il est sorti. Et moi, il m'a été demandé de mettre mon bras sous une scie circulaire.
Go ahead.
So the loyalty test is the thing that made him leave actually the cult. So he says there was one guy who was asked to jump from the second floor of the building. He refused to do that. Another one was asked to jump into the fire. The guy did jump, started to get his feet being burned. There was a mention of a guy called Frank, and I saw some people, they wrote about him, Frank. He was asked to basically have intercourse with another guy. He refused to do that. And Lum was asked to put his arm in one of these, what do you call it, electric saw machine.
The saw, oh God.
Yes, electric, saw machine, for sewing, for cutting things, which he refused.
It's a religion of peace and light, guys. That's all it is. You just don't understand, That's all it comes down to it.
And somebody in the comments was also asking, what happened when he left? Was there any sort of tension or hostilities?
L'homme, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé après ton départ? Est-ce que tu peux nous donner un petit peu des détails de ton départ? Comment tu es parti? Comment tu as réussi à t'échapper? Et est-ce qu'il y a eu des répercussions après ton départ?
Alors, moi, quand je suis parti, déjà, on n'était pas dans un château comme ils sont actuellement à Crou. Donc, c'était plus facile pour moi de partir. On était dans des appartements séparés. Il y avait plusieurs appartements, plusieurs maisons. Donc, je suis parti très tôt le matin, 5 heures du matin. J'ai pris un sac à dos et je suis parti, tout simplement.
Et est-ce qu'il y a eu des répercussions? Est-ce qu'ils ont essayé de te contacter? Est-ce que tu as eu des menaces?
Oui, bien sûr, bien sûr. Et il faut savoir que tous les 15 jours, il y avait... retrouvé? Non, ils m'ont pas retrouvé, alhamdoulilah, ils m'ont pas retrouvé. Mais il faut savoir que tous les 15 jours, il y a quelqu'un qui venait, il vérifiait ce qu'on avait sur nos portables, si on avait pris des vidéos, des photos, etc., etc.
Sorry, Sister Shimmering, just a quick one. Before I forget, the defamation case, can you get him to talk about how they tried to take him for defamation, about the threats, right, that he received, the type of threats he gets, and one last thing, how soon after in the group was he asked to do these loyalty tests?
Just a second, Said. Let her just translate what he just said there now.
Sure, go ahead.
So he said that he managed to escape. So he said we were very lucky, unlike the people who are in this compound in Crewe, which is surrounded, by fences and people can't live. They were living in flats.
So he decided to leave at 5 o'clock in the morning, just with a small backpack, and he left. They didn't know where he went, so obviously they couldn't find him, they couldn't harass him. But he said every couple of weeks, when he was still part of the group, they were checking the phones just to make sure that people are not recording, probably communicating with other people. So every couple of weeks, they would check every member's phone for this kind of thing. Alors, je vais te poser 3 questions, l'homme. La première question, c'est, Brother Said, what was your question? So there was this issue with defamation.
Yeah, defamation, threats, and how long soon after the loyalty test. I'll remind you, don't worry.
Alors l'homme, tu sais, quand ils ont ils t'ont imposé cette épreuve, ça a pris combien de temps après ton arrivée? C'est-à-dire, depuis le moment où tu es arrivé, quand est-ce que ça s'est passé, ce test de loyauté?
On va dire 4-5 mois après.
4 to 5 months after his arrival, then he was asked, to prove his loyalty to Abdullah Hashim. Okay. Donc après, ils t'ont poursuivi en justice pour diffamation, c'est ça?
Oui. Mais par contre, ce qu'il faut préciser, c'est que le fait qu'ils ont fait le test il y a 4 ou 5 mois après, c'est parce que nous, on était les premiers. Tu comprends? Là, maintenant, actuellement, c'est différent. Maintenant, ils font rentrer les gens dans un groupe Telegram, ils les testent en leur donnant du travail de traduction ou n'importe quel travail à faire. S'ils le font, là, ils les rajoutent dans un autre groupe Telegram. Et après, c'est là où le lavage du cerveau, il commence. Et après, ils leur demandent de venir au château là-bas à Crou. Tu comprends?
Oui. So now they have a different strategy as opposed to the past. So before, you would join the group and then within 4 to 5 months you would be tested. Now it's very, very subtle. So you would join the Telegram group. They might ask you some simple tasks such as, for example, translating. If they see that you are committed and you do the task, then they will move you onto a different Telegram group. And then from there, this is where the brainwashing is going to start.
Interesting. So it's like a saving mechanism. They'll draw you into different levels. Actually, you know what? I forgot to ask Laham this question. By the way, I've known Laham for many years, right? Mm-hmm. Brother Laham, can you ask him, does he think that some of these senior members are complicit in this, that there's the possibility that they actually know what's going on?
Yeah, I was going to ask the same thing. So essentially, why do other members deny these claims made against Abdullah?
Alors, l'homme, il voudrait te poser la question suivante. Les gens qui participent ou qui sont... on a bien découvert qu'il y a différents groupes de gens, ceux qui sont très proches de Abdullah Hashim. Est-ce que tu penses que eux ils sont complices ou véritablement ils croient en Abdullah Hashim? Et de même, pour ceux qui sont au plus bas, comment se fait-il qu'ils croient à toutes ces absurdités?
Alors pour ma part, je pense et j'en suis sûr que les gens qui sont proches de Abdullah Hashim, et il y en a pas beaucoup, c'est ceux qui étaient avec lui en Égypte. Donc ceux qui sont partis d'Égypte avec lui en Allemagne, c'est eux les proches de Abdullah Hashim. Eux, je suis sûr et certain qu'ils sont coupables avec lui parce qu'ils ont vu tellement de choses qui sont complices. Maintenant, les adeptes, ils sont pas complices. Les adeptes, eux, ils sont pas au courant de tout, vraiment tout ce qui se passe.
Ce sont des victimes.
Ce sont des victimes, exactement.
Right. So the close net around Abdullah Hashim, who were his friends while he was in Egypt, these ones have seen so much stuff that you cannot say they are not guilty and they are not, what's the word in English? Complicit. Complicit. Abdullah Hashim is doing. They are as guilty as Abdullah Hashim, but the rest at the bottom, these people are just poor victims. They're just victims.
Right. Okay. So essentially, he believes that some of them aren't aware of what's going on.
Est-ce que tu penses que ceux qui sont plus bas, je veux pas parler de ceux qui sont autour immédiatement de Abdullah Hashim, comment se fait-il qu'ils ne se rendent pas compte et est-ce que eux ils ont vu des choses et puis ils acceptent comme ça ou qu'est-ce que tu en penses?
Tu parles de ceux qui sont en bas?
Oui.
Alors ceux qui sont en bas, eux, ils sont tellement, justement, le cerveau, il est tellement fatigué, il les fait travailler beaucoup d'heures, et en plus de ça, quand ils finissent à 2h, 3h du matin, il leur fait faire des vidéos TikTok, des lives TikTok, etc., etc. Donc ils ont plus le temps le cerveau n'arrive plus à fonctionner correctement. Donc ils peuvent pas se rendre compte, en fait. Tu comprends?
Est-ce qu'il y a une utilisation de narcotiques aussi dans ce culte?
Alors, il y a des anciens membres qui m'ont raconté que oui. Moi, personnellement, j'ai pas vu personnellement.
So he's saying that the ones at the bottom of this hierarchy, they are absolutely shattered, and on top of their work schedule, they also have to do TikTok videos, get involved with social media to spread, the ideas of this cult, that they haven't got time to think. I've asked him if there was any use of drugs. He says, personally, I have not seen, but older members have mentioned the use of drugs.
By the way, tell Lohom to talk about the threats as well, because I remember for years now he's been getting threats constantly from the group.
Oui.
Can you talk about that?
Oui. Alors, qu'est-ce qui s'est passé au niveau est-ce qu'ils sont poursuivis en justice?
Okay, just give
aussi,
me 1 second, Sister Shimmering. Sorry, just for the guys who are joining the live right now, Brother Lahom, who's on the stage, he was part of the community. He used to work in a restaurant in Germany, and he used to work up to maybe 18, 19 hours a day. He was on probably 200 euros. It was about 150, 200 euros salary a month. I've known him for many years, and he's been very active in speaking out against his group. And he, along with others, were victims to the so-called religion of peace and light. So he's just here kind of talking about his experiences and stuff. Sorry, Shimri, go ahead with that question.
No problem. Est-ce que tu peux nous parler est-ce que tu as reçu des menaces et aussi est-ce que tu as eu un procès qui est sur le dos par ce culte?
Alors, j'ai eu un procès en 2019. Abdullah Hashim m'a attaqué pour diffamation parce que j'ai commencé à dénoncer la secte sur Internet. J'avais fait un site Internet et j'avais fait une série YouTube avec 12 épisodes. Et Abdullah Hashim, du coup, il m'a attaqué en justice pour diffamation. Sauf que il a pas forcément gagné. Hein. Il a attaqué moi, Franck, un frère qui s'appelle Rachid et un autre frère qui s'appelle Joe. Donc c'est tous des ex-membres. Et on a tous témoigné contre lui. Et c'est pour ça qu'il nous a attaqué en justice, en fait, pour diffamation.
Et ça, c'était en France. Il vous a poursuivi en justice en France.
Exactement, ça c'est en France, oui.
Et en ce qui concerne les menaces, est-ce que tu as reçu des menaces?
Oui, j'ai reçu plusieurs menaces. Et la dernière que j'ai reçue, c'était dernièrement, le 1er mai dernier.
Right, so he has been receiving threats, and the last one dates back to the 1st of May. The complaint from Abdullah Hashim to the court. So he took him to court, him, Joe, another guy called Frank, the one that mentioned before. But he lost his case because actually Lum and his some ex-members have made. Non, c'est seulement toi qui as fait les vidéos, c'est ça, ou c'était aussi Franck qui était impliqué?
Non, c'est moi et Franck, on les a fait, et les autres, ils ont juste témoigné, en fait, contre Abdullah Hashim.
Okay. So, Lum and Frank made a series, 12 videos on YouTube to actually speak against this cult and Abdullah Hashim. And following these 12 series of videos, then Abdullah Hashim decided to take them to court, but he was unsuccessful and he lost the case. But he did receive threats. He's been receiving threats, and the latest, like I said, dates back to the 1st of May.
What kind of threats?
Quel genre de menaces tu as reçu?
Menaces de mort.
Death threats, basically.
Oh, right. Okay. Wow. Thank you for the gifts, guys, by the way. Yeah, guys, this is just... So I've already gone through 2 full pages here of notes on what he's had to tell us so far. We've got a couple of new guests on here up on the panel as well. Do you guys have any questions for them? Jojo, Grant, Midnight Shout, any of you?
I certainly do have a question.
Let Grant go first.
Thank you.
Go ahead, Grant.
Thank you so much for your time. Firstly, I know this must be really hard to speak of, and we massively respect you for everything that you're doing. The stuff we've been discovering over the last few days has been crazy. My question, okay, what's harder to admit after leaving? Was it that you were deceived, or at one point you defended something you no longer recognize morally?
Alors, l'homme, il te remercie pour ton courage et puis aussi de venir parler de ton expérience. Et il voudrait savoir quelle était la chose la plus difficile. Est-ce le fait que tu t'es fait avoir? Sorry, can you just repeat the fact that he was deceived, or?
Sorry, I'm like practically in tears because there's just so much been going on. The fact that he was deceived, or at one point you defended something you no longer recognize morally.
Ou bien que tu es en fait, qu'est-ce qui t'a fait, qu'est-ce qui a été le plus dur pour toi, le fait que tu t'es fait avoir, ou bien le fait d'avoir défendu quelque chose auquel tu ne croyais plus,
he no longer recognizes.
quelque chose que tu ne reconnaissais plus, ou à laquelle tu ne voulais plus appartenir.
Ah, c'est une très bonne question, ça.
Very good question.
Thank you. I'm sorry to ask it, but it's something I think is important to hear.
Yeah.
C'est vrai que le fait de se faire avoir, c'est difficile à accepter pour n'importe qui. Et surtout que tu t'es fait avoir, il faut que tu recommences tout à zéro. Donc ça te détruit psychologiquement, en fait. Donc pour ça, une fois que tu es sorti de cette secte-là, tu passes des années et des années à remonter la pente. Tu recommences tout à zéro.
Inch'Allah, Rabbi yaoudak.
Amin. Donc c'est surtout le côté psychologique qui est dur, en fait. Et alhamdoulilah, avec les années, ça passe après.
So he says, yes, anybody in that situation, would feel really bad for having allowed others to deceive them. And it's damaging psychologically, and it's taken years for him to rebuild himself. But now he's in a much better place now.
Thank you very much. I've got other questions, but I'll wait for others first.
Okay, I'll jump in real quick. Yeah. Some of the viewers in here, they're wondering the questions about, how were the children treated and anything about the children's safety in general.
Alors, ce monsieur voudrait savoir, avoir des informations au sujet des enfants, la sauvegarde des enfants. Est-ce qu'il y avait des enfants qui faisaient partie du culte et comment ça se passait, en fait, un petit peu de détails sur les enfants.
Alors,
comment ils se comportaient vis-à-vis des enfants? Est-ce que les enfants, ils étaient dans un encadrement positif ou négatif?
Alors, concernant les enfants, il faut savoir que les enfants, ils ne sont pas scolarisés.
Children are not being sent to school.
They're not being sent to school.
Et ce qu'ils leur font faire, ils ont fait des cahiers de coloriage avec des photos de Abdullah Hashim. Et les enfants, toute la journée, ils font du coloriage avec la tête de Abdullah Hashim et tous les symboles qu'il y a dans leur da'wah.
So the children are only allowed, so they print Abdullah Hashim, and the children spend their day coloring the face or the head of Abdullah Hashim and any symbols that is part of their cult.
Mr. Shimmering, please, it's very important before I forget, tell him to talk about Lisa, because when he was in Germany, I think he met Lisa, or there was a slight duration, and ask him about Lisa, very important question. He knows about this as well.
Est-ce que tu pourrais nous donner des détails sur la personne qui s'appelle Lisa? Est-ce que tu l'as rencontrée quand tu étais en Allemagne?
Oui, elle était là-bas quand moi j'y étais, Lisa. Et ce qu'il faut savoir, c'est que Lisa, elle a eu une grosse dispute avec Abdullah Hashim, et ça, tous les adeptes qui étaient là-bas à ce moment-là peuvent en témoigner. Et s'ils disent le contraire, c'est des menteurs. Et après cette dispute-là, c'est là où Lisa a disparu.
So he's saying that Lisa was part of the group in Germany, and she ended up having a major argument with Abdullah Hashim. He says, all the people that were part of the cult, they were a witness to the argument, and anybody who says the country is a liar. And following this major argument, she disappeared, and nobody knows the whereabouts of this woman.
Wow. Sorry, guys. Any more questions? I'm just a bit mind blown here. I'm sure you guys can appreciate that.
Est-ce que tu peux nous dire en fait, c'était quoi la conversation entre elle et Abdullah Hashim? Pourquoi il y a eu ce conflit?
C'était en anglais, donc il faudrait demander à Franck. Franck, il a plus de détails sur ça.
He's saying that because it was in English, it was difficult for him to understand, to comprehend, but we would have to ask Frank because he was witness and he's English speaker.
Okay.
I have a question. At what point did you first realize that your view on the faith started to shatter? Was it like members' behavior or something that didn't click, contradictions, something?
I think we've already asked.
Yeah, we've discussed that already. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
He said it was following, a test of loyalty. A few members were asked to do things that were, are very unreasonable, such as jumping from the second floor of a building, another one jump in the fire, another one to have intercourse with another guy, a man having intercourse with another guy. And actually, Lum, he was being asked to put his arm in one of these electric saws, automatic electric saws, to have his arm chopped. Which he refused.
Loyalty test.
Yeah, so from that moment onwards, he said, no, this is not for me anymore.
Jojo, you had a question.
Jojo wanted to ask something, yeah.
Yeah, I did have a question. I just wanted to ask, firstly, I'm glad you're safe and well and out of the situation because it sounds horrendous. Did you know anything about, is it Sajid Coker, Saeed?
But I don't think he met Sajid Coker. He wouldn't have done, because I don't think Sajid spent much time in Germany. He wouldn't know who Sajid is. But yes, Sister Shimmering, ask him, does he know the guy who apparently paid for the hitman to have Jafar unalived? Ask that question. I don't think he does. He doesn't know Sajid Coker.
Oui, l'homme, est-ce que tu es au courant d'une personne qui fait partie du culte qui avait trouvé une personne pour en fait mettre fin à la vie de... What was the name again of the guy?
Jafar. But the guy is called Sajid Coker. He was a Pakistani guy with a goatee, very slim. He's UK based. I don't think he would have known him.
Est-ce que tu as rencontré Sajid? C'était un homme de
Coker.
Oui. Et c'était un homme mince avec des dents en or. Et so this Sajid somebody tried to unalive him.
Yeah, so there was an article, if you remember, last year when B. Schofield
yes.
published it,
Yeah.
and they tried to pay for a hitman,
Ouais.
allegedly, to have Jafar unalive. I don't know, he doesn't, Jojo, he
Est-ce
wouldn't
que
know.
tu es au courant de cette tentative d'assassinat de la part du culte vis-à-vis de cette personne Sajid?
J'ai entendu, j'avais vu une vidéo qui avait tourné à un moment, mais je suis pas témoin de ça, quoi. Mais sinon, je l'ai vu, la vidéo.
Yeah, he's aware because of a video that went around, but he's...
No. In person, we're asking about. He doesn't know him. Jojo,
No,
he doesn't know
no.
him.
I wouldn't expect him to.
Yeah, he wouldn't.
Has anyone else got any questions for our guest?
Yeah,
He's a good guest, so right now is the best time to get your questions in.
T-Panda has got a question.
Can I just ask one more question? Did he see any acts of I need to be careful with the word, any acts of sexual stuff with animals?
L'homme, elle voudrait savoir, en fait, j'ai oublié de te dire, elle a dit qu'elle était très heureuse que tu t'en es sorti.
Or just any form of abuse in general towards animals.
Et elle voudrait savoir, est-ce que tu as été témoin d'abus sur des animaux?
D'abord, merci pour son soutien. Et non, j'ai pas vu de traitement contre les animaux, pas du tout.
Oui, so he's saying thank you for your concern. I really appreciate it. But he says he has not witnessed any type of abuse towards animals.
Right, I do have a question. I'm just going to the group of people watching. This, I think, is going to be an answer for many of you to just take on board. So the question I'm going to ask is going to make you understand what's going on with the people that are within this religion. And my question is, do you think people stay because they truly believe, or because leaving would force them to confront the emotional cost of everything that they gave up?
Alors, il voudrait savoir, les gens, est-ce qu'ils sont... sorry, because it's quite intimidating to do the translation.
Sorry, I'm so
just
sorry.
Repeat it.
Grant, just ask one thing at a time, so it's easier for Sister Shimri.
Yeah, so the question was, do you think people stay because they truly believe, or because leaving would force them to confront the emotional cost of everything that they gave up?
Oui. Donc, il voudrait savoir, est-ce que tu penses que les gens qui font partie de ce culte, et ils sont véritablement convaincus de l'idéologie de ce culte, ou bien le fait d'affronter leurs émotions vis-à-vis de... je sais pas comment expliquer ça en fait... de tout ce qu'ils ont abandonné, de tout leur investissement, que ce soit physique, mental, émotionnel, financier, eh ben, c'est ça qui les fait rester dans le groupe. Qu'est-ce qui les fait rester? Le fait qu'ils croient véritablement en ce culte, ou bien ils se disent, j'ai tellement investi dans ce groupe-là, je peux pas me permettre de quitter. Qu'est-ce que t'en penses?
Bah, je dirais les deux, il y en a qui y croient à fond, ils sont à fond dedans. Et il y en a d'autres, ils osent pas sortir parce que vu qu'ils ont tout donné, ils ont tout sacrifié, ils ont peur de recommencer tout à zéro. Donc, il y a les deux, il y a des deux.
Ouais. So he says there's a bit of both. There are some people they truly believe in this cult, and others they feel that it would be extremely difficult for them to start again because they've like we said, you know, to be part of this cult, you have to sell everything that you own, cars, houses. So they're left with nothing, and bearing in mind that they're working very, very long hours, you know, and they're absolutely shattered. They haven't got the energy to think, how can I get out of this place? Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. Says they put all their chips in.
No energy to get out then, basically, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the lead on from that would be, what part of yourself returned after leaving that you didn't even realize had disappeared?
Can you just rephrase that for me? I'm not...
Of course, I'm very sorry. It's quite hard, but I'm asking the question.
Really
I'm really sorry. So What? So you
Just
think
before
of
we
a
go through with that
trait?
question, sorry, Grant. Just to chime in 1 second, Grant. Sorry to interrupt you. No, I just wanted to ask our guest as well. Could you ask him if he needs a break? Possibly. It's a good midnight shot.
Yeah.
Said that. Does he need a break? Is he okay?
L'homme, il s'inquiète un petit peu pour toi. Il te demande est-ce que tu voudrais un petit moment pour te reposer ou est-ce que ça va? Tu veux bien continuer à répondre aux questions?
He's going to say no. I watch. He's going to say no. I know what he's like. He's going to be like, no, I can carry on.
Ça va, tout va bien. J'ai l'habitude de ce combat.
He says, I'm used to this fight, so it's okay. You can keep on asking me.
Exactly.
I like him. I like him.
Just on a quick point, you can, if needed to be, I know you say speaking in French. He speaks Arabic as well, so if it's easier for you to say in Arabic, say it to him in Arabic, whatever.
I think our dialect is a little bit different.
I'll rephrase the question. So when you think of yourself, you have traits about yourself and the way you are as a person. So what part of him, his self, did he see return after leaving the religion that perhaps he didn't realize had disappeared when he was there?
Oh, that's a good question. Alors, il te dit chacun de nous a des caractéristiques, individuelles, des traits de personnalité. Et quels sont tes traits de caractère qui avaient disparu quand tu es parti de ce groupe, qui sont revenus après que tu aies abandonné ce culte?
J'ai pas très bien compris. Tu peux répéter, ma soeur? J'ai pas très bien compris.
Tu sais, on a des traits de caractère qui sont innés à chaque personne. Et quand on fait partie d'un culte, eh bien, ces traits de caractère sont effacés des fois ou sont démolis. D'accord? Par exemple, la force de caractère, l'intégrité, l'honnêteté, des choses comme ça. Donc, quels sont ces caractères qui avaient disparu?
For instance, like I always like to see the good in people.
Oui. So, par exemple, avant de rentrer dans le culte, toi, par exemple, tu avais peut-être husn al-dhan avec tout le monde. Tu vois ce que je veux dire? Et une fois que tu es rentré dans ce culte, eh ben, c'est avoir une bonne opinion de tout le monde. Eh ben, ça a été complètement dégommé. Et est-ce que tu as retrouvé cette confiance en l'humanité, ce husn al-dhan en d'autres personnes, une fois que tu as quitté ce culte?
Alors là, c'est tout le contraire, parce que en fait, une fois que tu sors de ce culte-là, tu te transformes en une autre personne. Tu comprends? T'étais déjà une personne avant, mais là, vu que eux, en fait, c'est un lavage de cerveau qu'ils te font. Et toi, une fois que tu es sorti de cette secte-là, pendant des années, le travail que tu vas faire, en fait, c'est de faire un formatage de ce cerveau-là pour tout recommencer à zéro.
Et en fait, quels sont les caractères ou les traits de caractère que tu avais avant de rentrer dans ce culte, que tu penses par exemple qui étaient positifs et qui ont été complètement dégommés en faisant partie de ce culte? Et que tu as essayé de reconstruire une fois que tu es ressorti?
Bah déjà, comme tu as dit, la force de caractère et la sincérité. Parce que une fois que tu rentres là-dedans, tu sais, à un moment donné, tu as toujours des doutes.
Oui.
Tu as toujours des doutes. Et en tout cas, quand tu es là-bas, parce qu'il y a toujours des trucs bizarres qui se passent, donc tu as toujours des doutes. Mais tu essayes toujours de te remettre en question. Tu vois?
Ouais. He said that effectively, with the being part of this cult has definitely changed him, and it's like basically you have to reformat your brain because of all the brainwashing that's happened within the cult. So things like that he had to rebuild. Coming out of this group is being sincerity with others, having the strength of character. So, being strong in his character and, standing up for things. So these are the things that he mentioned.
I'm so sorry that you had to go through that. I'm so sorry.
Sister Shimrin, just take a break because you've been answering and speaking for all this time. Just have a glass of water or
Honestly.
something.
Yeah, both of you.
We'll return. Lahom, Assalamu alaikum, ya Ali. We know Lahom personally. And
Alaikum brother.
you okay, Aki? Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah, brother.
Guys, let's just discuss the things that we've already been made aware of just for a second while we let our guests take a break from speaking, because they're doing an amazing job here so far, and a lot of this is brand new information to a lot of us. So, our guest here is one of the first members, right? He was involved in building a restaurant for Abdullah. Was forced to work from, well, not forced, was made to work from 7 a.m. until 3 a.m. Those were the shift patterns. The exhaustion was strategic, okay? It left them in a state where they couldn't even think anymore. They couldn't process things correctly. Members were told to sell everything to fund the movement. Not compulsory, as we've been told in the past. Okay, it wasn't compulsory, but there was specific behavioral patterns towards the people that were reluctant to do so. So they were essentially outcasted within the group. In 2019, there was an investigation for SA in Germany. He found out about Aropal watching a series called, excuse my French here, Les Arrivés.
Rivals.
Is that correct?
The Rivals.
The Rivals. Yep. And it's a group based in Iraq, right? Restaurants, the restaurant that they were talking about as well. It was actually used for visa sponsorship. What happened when he left? Managed to get out 5 a.m., had to leave with a backpack, right? Mentioned that every couple of weeks prior, phones were being checked. So there's a fear that they were possibly tracking the phones. There's no confirmation of that, though. Left because of the loyalty test. So our member here actually left the group because of the loyalty tests. We've got here that one man was told to jump from a building. One man was told to jump in a fire and actually did. One man told to put his hand in a saw. That's our guest, and he refused to do so, and that is when he decided to leave. It was about 4 or 5 months in that he was asked to prove his loyalty to Abdullah. Am I correct in that, guys? I think I wrote that one down as quick as I could. I'm not sure if I got that correct.
Lom has been disconnected, he says. He's been kicked out of the...
Oh, he's been kicked out? Yeah, absolutely. There we go. Oh, sorry about that. Yeah, my bad. I don't know how that happened, but okay. So yeah, it was 4 or 5 months into when he joined the Ahmadi religion of peace and light that he was asked to prove his loyalty to Abdullah, correct?
I'm sorry, could you repeat that again?
It was about 4 or 5 months into when he joined Aropal that he was asked to prove his loyalty to Abdullah, correct?
Correct, yes.
Yeah. Why do other members deny these claims made by Abdullah? He explained that there is a hierarchy system in place. Some higher-ups are also guilty, and the people lower down the ranks are absolutely clueless as to what's going on. Oblivious is a better word, not clueless. Oblivious to what's going on. What happened after he left? Death threats were received.
Host,
that's what we know so far.
Yeah. Host, there's somebody called It's Not For You By. He says, can I come up to talk about my personal case?
Absolutely. Hold on a second. If we're not at max capacity, are we? We are. Okay, guys, someone needs to come down. I don't know who.
I'll drop down. I'll drop down. 1 second. I'll do it.
Midnight. No worries. Thank you, Midnight. You can jump back in as soon as you're ready, by the way. Okay. Guys, this is another guest just coming on here to give a brief rundown on their experience as well. Nice to meet you. Thank you for joining us. Hello.
Bonsoir.
Oui, bonsoir.
Bonsoir, salam alaikum, Shimi. Du coup, je vais devoir avoir ton aide là pour la traduction.
Vas-y, je t'écoute.
Je vais juste partager mon cas, ma situation. Pas directement moi, mais plutôt mon petit frère, qui a rejoint la secte il y a environ 1 an maintenant. Et
Alors, attends. So he was not sorry. I misunderstood. He says he wants to share the case of his younger brother who joined this cult about a year ago.
Okay. Yeah, absolutely.
Oui, vas-y.
si ça te va, Shimi, si tu veux me poser des questions plutôt et moi te répondre, comme ça peut me faciliter.
Oui. Il a quel âge ton frère?
Et là, il a 26 ans.
D'accord. Et comment il a fait connaissance de ce groupe? Est-ce qu'il fait encore partie de ce culte?
Si, bien sûr. En fait, en réalité, une fois, moi, je lui ai partagé une vidéo sans l'avoir vue premièrement, juste par habitude, parce que, enfin, tu sais très bien, nous, les musulmans, quand on voit une vidéo qui nous fait appeler l'attention, comme par exemple, là, il s'est fait passer comme le Mahdi, Abdullah Hashim. Du coup, nous, on pensait vraiment que c'était lui. Et j'ai pas vérifié réellement. Et mon petit frère, il a vraiment cru. Alors que mon petit frère, à chaque fois que je lui partage quelque chose, il le prend vraiment au sérieux et tout. Parce que ça vient directement de moi. Et du coup, il s'avère que pendant au moins 1 mois, 2 mois, il était à fond sur ce sujet-là. Genre, il se renfermait tout le temps dans sa chambre. Et il parle avec des personnes, ben, dans ce cas-là, c'est ces personnes-là, c'est les adeptes. Il parlait avec eux, que ça soit en espagnol, en français ou en anglais. Et à chaque fois, ben, lui, il était surpris parce que il était convaincu que Abdullah Hashim, c'était le vrai Mahdi, que c'était vraiment le sauveur et tout ça, et que pour
Alors,
être...
attends, je vais traduire un petit très rapidement. So he said that he was the cause, that the reason why his brother joined the group. He says, I just randomly send. So he said he came across a video of Abdullah Hashim, not really looking into it 100%, and then he shared it with his brother. And obviously, him being the older brother, so he kind of trusted the video, and then he ended up locking himself in his bedroom, talking to the adepts or the members. Et est-ce qu'il fait encore partie du culte ou est-ce qu'il en est sorti?
Actuellement, il continue à être avec eux. Il est à Londres, dans la House Crew, je sais pas comment ça s'appelle.
Oui. Donc, so he's saying that his brother is still member of the cult and he's in crew. Est-ce que tu es en contact
He's in
avec
crew.
lui?
His brother is in crew at Web House.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I've got a question, please. Does he still have any contact with his brother at the moment while he's in crew? And can you just explain to him that I live in crew and I'm protesting outside Web House every single day?
Ok. Alors, cette dame, elle voudrait savoir, est-ce que ton frère, il fait encore partie de ce culte, et est-ce que tu es en contact avec lui? Parce que en fait, elle habite dans la ville de Crewe et elle fait des manifestations tous les jours, en fait, contre ce culte. Donc, est-ce que tu es en contact avec ton frère?
Someone is saying that that's a bit of a safety risk there, that question.
Firstly, do they know their brothers? It's probably the best question to ask.
Yeah. Let's start with that, and then Jojo, if we could go back to that question.
Je réponds?
Attends 2 petites secondes. Shall I ask him to answer this question if he's still in touch with the brother?
Yes.
But first, does the religion know that he is a brother, that they are brothers? That's the best thing before we answer anything else, just for security sakes.
Alors, pour la sécurité de ton frère, est-ce que tu penses que le culte, ils savent que tu es le frère? Le grand frère, est-ce qu'ils sont au courant de ton existence?
En fait, une fois, j'ai fait l'erreur d'avoir dit le nom de mon frère.
Hmm. Quand
Parce
est-ce que tu
que
l'as dit quand est-ce que tu l'as dit?
je l'ai dit dans un live français, c'était maghrébin. Et j'ai fait l'erreur de le nommer le prénom de mon frère. Du coup, quand j'ai fait ça, j'ai remarqué comme si quelqu'un il avait pris note parce que j'ai vu les yeux de cette personne-là comme quoi il regardait l'autre.
Et est-ce que toi, tu es en contact avec ton frère alors?
Non.
Non, il a coupé les ponts avec toi?
Mohammed Al Mahdi.
En fait, je réponds à la question parce que me semble pour l'autre personne, ça lui a pas resté clair. Mon frère, il est avec eux depuis qu'il a quitté chez nous. Il est parti de cela il y a 1 an comme ça.
D14, there's many of the members entering.
Faut savoir que lui, quand il est parti, premier, il a dit à mes parents qu'il allait.
Mods, I need you guys to mod. Sorry.
Il nous a dit qu'il allait faire des études à Londres et tout ça. Et il est allé genre quelques jours. Et après, il est revenu. Et en revenant, il a pris toutes ses affaires. Il s'est préparé, comme quoi, pour renvoyer tout leur argent surtout. Après, on va en parler sur ce sujet-là. Et par la suite, c'est quand il a disparu définitivement. Il a coupé le lien avec mes parents, avec moi. Et il a changé de numéro. Et il a pris le numéro de Londres. Et à chaque fois qu'on essaie de l'appeler, il s'énerve, il prend jamais l'appel et tout ça. Mais il est jamais à l'aise quand on l'appelle.
Mods, mods, if you're in here, please start blocking the members that are coming in from you'll see their name, Hashem. Get them out. Block.
Not only that, but if there are members of the group in here, I've had nothing but peaceful communications with you guys up until now, and I believe our guests also have a right to give their account. So this will be a lot more telling of you guys' behavior if this account, if this live starts getting restricted and all of these sorts of things.
Because then we know you're not wanting the truth to come out. I get, yeah.
But please carry on. Sorry for interrupting,
Just to
guys.
summarize, his brother, following, so he moved, he went to UK, saying to his family that he just came to, find out how he can pursue his studies here in the UK. So after 1 week, he returned, packed all his things, and then came to the UK. And since then, the family is having difficulties talking to him because he has changed his number. He has not provided them with the British number. And also, what did he say? That previously, when they were trying to get in touch with him, he always gave the impression that he was at an uneasy situation that he couldn't speak.
Wow. Okay. This is really difficult to listen to, honestly. Guys, have we got any more questions?
Yeah. So this is, I'm sorry, Miss Translator, you're going to hate me. I'm sorry.
Keep it snappy, Grant. Come on.
I know, but they're really good. These questions are to help others understand as well, right? So looking back now, do you think your ability to question morally wrong behavior was gradually weakened over time?
So what I'm doing is it's easier for me to write it down. So looking back
now, do you think your ability to question morally wrong behavior was gradually weakened over time?
Are you asking
morally wrong behavior?
So are you asking this to Lum or to the other gentleman?
It doesn't matter, either of them. It really, they're both doing so amazingly, giving us this information. I'm so grateful for them to do so.
Okay. So looking back now, do you think your ability to question
morally wrong behavior was gradually weakened over time? Does that make sense to you? I think I'm making sense.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Alors ça c'est une. I mean, we can't really ask that to the brother because he was not part of the
Yeah.
cult, but maybe
Lom
to.
would be a better person to
Okay.
answer that question.
Alors ça c'est une question pour l'homme. En fait, il voudrait savoir en remontant vers le passé ou en regardant vers le passé, est-ce que tu penses que ta capacité à questionner tout ce qui est comment on dit behavior? This is hard.
So sorry.
No, it's okay.
Behavior in French. Yeah, I know in Portuguese it's comportamento. Is it anything like that?
Comportamientos is ce comportement is the same. Est-ce que ta capacité à en fait questionner I'm trying to put it in such a way instead of doing word by word. If somebody can help, that would be great. If somebody can speak French in here. So you think your ability to question morally wrong behavior was gradually... okay. So, l'homme, ta capacité à questionner tout ce qui est comportement qui est moralement mauvaise, t'as cette capacité à dire voilà, ça c'est mauvais, ça c'est mauvais, ça c'est mauvais. Est-ce que tu penses que ça a été de manière, de petit à petit, ça a été érodé? Est-ce que ça a été affaibli quand tu fais partie de ce groupe?
Bien sûr, parce que déjà, on vous fait croire que toute l'humanité, à part eux, les élus, toute l'humanité, c'est la descendance de Satan.
Oh. He says yes, for sure, because they make you believe that all of humanity is the creation of Satan. So you kind of see people in a different angle, on a different light. So your capacity to question what is morally wrong is really eroded.
There you go, guys. I hope that helps you guys in the chat understand. These people that are here right now they're all vulnerable.
Yeah, could you just let them know as well, sorry, that we're really sorry to hear about all of this. Like, obviously in this situation, we can understand how it can look like we're just speculating but we are actually worried, you know.
Alors, l'homme, en fait, ils apprécient ta participation et puis aussi ils sont inquiets après tout ce que tu as dit. Donc, je pense que ton témoignage est vital et a été très important. Jazakallah khair pour tout ça.
J'essaie. Juste une chose, ma soeur, si tu peux leur dire, j'ai fait des vidéos en anglais sur l'analyse du livre Le but du sage. Et en fait, toutes ces analyses-là prouvent que ce groupe-là, c'est une secte. Donc, s'ils peuvent aller voir ces vidéos-là pour qu'ils puissent mieux comprendre la chose, en fait.
So he's urging people to go on to his videos where he's making an analysis of the book of this cult, The Goal of the Wise, which truly prove that this is a cult. So if people can maybe follow him, go and see his videos. And also Brother Said has got some amazing videos on there. Both of them have done tremendous work. It's not a book that is easy, that anybody can read. I personally have asked somebody who's well-grounded. He read the first couple of pages and said, no, I can't continue reading this book. It's full of profanity and many other things. So people are free to go and read it, but it's at their own risk, basically.
Yeah. I just want to ask quickly, because we've got Lisa sat here in the box for quite a while now. She hasn't said anything. Lisa, have you got any questions? Lisa?
She's probably not there. You might as well drop her.
No worries. All right, Lisa, we're going to bring you down for now because we've got so many people trying to get up on here right now, and I'm sure a lot of people have questions. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to be very cautious with who I bring up on here because we're not causing any sort of hostilities today.
Just very quickly, I'm gonna mute for now, but I'm gonna say it, and I hope I say it right. Merci pour votre temps.
Il n'y a pas de quoi. Merci pour toutes tes questions,
Merci.
c'était très intéressant.
Merci, mon ami.
Thank you.
Thank you, bro.
All right, so let me just bring up someone else. Hold on. We got Debs. Debs wants to ask some questions. Hello, Debs.
Hi everyone. We might have already covered it, and I just want to ask one question because I've seen a few, a few people say it in the chat. We've obviously heard about what loyalty tests the men were asked to do. Is there any information on what loyalty tests the women were asked to do?
Yeah. Alors, l'homme, elle a dit que tu nous as donné des informations sur les tests de loyauté pour les hommes, mais quels étaient les tests de loyauté ou les épreuves de loyauté qui avaient été demandées pour les femmes?
Sûrement des choses à caractère sexuel, vu qu'il y a deux personnes qui ont porté plainte, deux femmes qui ont porté plainte, dont une, elle est mariée.
Mais tu sais, quand il faisait les tests, est-ce que c'était devant tout le monde ou c'était seulement devant Abdullah Hashim et ses comparses?
La première, celle qui a porté plainte en Allemagne, elle était seule avec Abdullah Hashim. Et la deuxième qui a porté plainte, apparemment, il y a eu une dizaine de personnes qui étaient sur elle, quoi.
Oui. Et en ce qui concerne les hommes, est-ce que c'était la même chose? Est-ce que ça devait être, il devait y avoir des témoins ou c'était à chambre clos avec Abdullah Hashim et ses acolytes?
Alors Franck, le test que lui il a passé, c'était avec un Égyptien, c'était pas avec Abdullah Hashim. Il lui a été demandé de faire un acte à caractère sexuel avec cet homme-là. Et c'était le test de Franck pour prouver sa loyauté. Et sinon, s'il y a plusieurs personnes entre hommes, ça, j'ai pas cette information.
Et pour les enfants, est-ce qu'ils étaient testés eux aussi?
J'ai pas vu de test pour les enfants. J'ai pas vu ça.
Toi, tu n'as pas été témoin des tests pour les femmes, en fait.
Pas été témoin, moi, c'est les ex-membres, justement, dont la personne qui a porté plainte qui me l'a raconté.
D'accord. So he has not been, a direct witness, but one of the women who basically put a complaint forward in Germany has reported to LOM what had happened. So they were. He seems to think that the tests required from women were of sexual nature, because it transpires that two women went and complained, made complaints. One of them, she was actually alone with Abdullah Hashim, so he must have asked her something of sexual nature. The second one, there were a group of 10 people. There were a group of 10 people who witnessed the test, which was also of sexual nature. When it comes to the children, nothing is being requested of them. And for the men, when it comes to Frank, for example, it was not directly Abdullah Hashim who asked him to perform the sexual intercourse with another man. It was one of the friends of Abdullah Hashim, who was an Egyptian. And again, it was just, very limited, to limit the number of witnesses, I presume.
Just before we move on from that, one of the Egyptians involved in the group was one of the people that were arrested on the day, no?
He was.
Yes.
He was. That's correct.
Do we have a name for this person, for that particular individual at all? Does anybody know?
Brother Midnight knew because he mentioned it yesterday. Brother Midnight, can you just write in the comments, please?
Yeah, because I'd like to ask him if he's talking about this specific individual.
Debs, was that your question done? Do you wanna get Midnight back up?
Yeah, I was going to say that was my only question. Thank you, Mercy.
No problem.
Just heartbreaking. Thank you.
Nick, can you make Lola Pops a mod, because there's a lot of comments in there and she's peeking. She's there. She's just made a comment about chocolate obnob. Just make her a mod so she can keep an eye on the comments, because there's a lot of disrespectful comments coming through.
Mute only, Lollipops, mute only.
Can anybody just
there
mute?
We go.
So if you give her the options just to mute.
Yeah, 1 second. Okay, yeah. Lollipops, you're mod now. We got 3 mods working over here.
See, if you want to put me as a mod while I'm sat in here.
Yeah, I'll put you as a mod as well.
I'll stay because all my viewers are watching.
No problem. I'll set you as a mod. And Grant. Okay, no worries. So yeah, midnight shout. If you could just send a request quickly while I'm doing all of this, so I could bring you back up here. 1 second.
Can I just ask a question for the guy whose brother it is? Shimmy, can you just ask, does he need would he like a welfare check doing on behalf of himself on his brother, with us being in Cheshire and crew?
Alors ça, c'est pas une question pour l'homme, c'est pour le frère. It's not for you. It's not for you. Bye. Alors la dame, elle voudrait savoir, est-ce que tu voudrais que elle et les personnes qu'elle connaît dans la ville de Crewe fassent en fait vérifient le comment on appelle ça? I've been too long in the UK. Est-ce qu'ils peuvent vérifier? Tu veux qu'elles essaient de voir comment, dans quel état il est ton frère? Est-ce qu'il va bien? Est-ce que tu veux qu'elle fasse ça?
Moi, après, je voudrais pas qu'il ait des ennuis, tu vois. Je voudrais pas qu'on lui fasse des trucs bizarres.
He's just a bit concerned that it might cause problems for him. Yeah.
Just let him know that he's more than welcome to get in contact with anybody on this panel separately, off of the live as well, of course.
Ma soeur, je vais juste te dire quelque chose.
Oui.
Une fois, mon frère, on l'a appelé par vidéo-appel.
Oui.
Et ça se voyait qu'il y avait des gens autour de lui. Tu vois, qu'ils étaient en mode contrôle pour voir ce qu'il allait dire dans l'appel et tout ça. Et genre, moi, quand je lui parlais des choses concrètes, il répondait jamais. Genre, il détournait tout le temps la conversation. À chaque fois, genre, je vais lui dire, écoute, fais une vidéo autour de toi pour voir le bel village et tout ça. Et il ose même pas. Et genre, il regarde sur une chose et il peut pas montrer plus que ce qui nous permet de voir. Parce que moi, je ressens qu'il y a au moins 2-3 personnes à côté de lui. Ces gens-là, ils sont très malins parce que ils vont mettre à côté de lui quelqu'un qui parle espagnol pour si à un moment donné parce que mon petit frère, il parle au moins 4 langues. Moi, je peux parler avec lui en catalan, en espagnol, ou je peux même sortir des mots en portugais, genre pour lui faire comprendre si je peux lui aider. Parce que je sais qu'il est contrôlé constamment.
So he said on some occasions where they managed to speak to the brother using a video call, he felt that there were people around, and every time that he's been asking him, oh, come on, show us the place where you are, you know, you're in the UK, come on, show us the village where you are, and he would try and, you know, detract or not answer or not show what's around. I mean, both brothers are talented, you know, in terms of languages. They speak a dialect of Spanish, which is Catalan, and they speak Spanish, they speak Portuguese. But obviously there are people around them who speak these languages. So he's always scared. His brother is always scared of speaking and never felt comfortable.
which I thought, tell him to just have a look at I've got some videos on my profile where you can see the outside of the building if he's not seen it, and where we've been stood protesting every day since Wednesday. Last Wednesday.
Let me jump in real quick too. Can you guys stop asking questions that have like identifiable information about who this member is? We're talking about very specific stuff. Very specific stuff.
Ok. Alors, elle te dit si tu veux voir en fait l'environnement dans lequel ton frère il vit. Elle a des vidéos parce qu'en fait elle vit dans la ville de Crewe et comme je t'ai dit, elle fait des manifestations pratiquement tous les jours à l'extérieur du bâtiment où ils sont. C'est un énorme, c'est enfin, on peut pas dire un immeuble, mais c'est un endroit qui est immense et qui est contrôlé par la sécurité. Mais elle a des vidéos si tu veux voir comment ça se passe de l'extérieur.
Si, bien sûr, je voudrais bien. Je profite, il y a des gens ici, de ces adeptes qui viennent de me lâcher un message. Je vais juste lui dire, espèce de lâche, j'espère que bientôt ça va finir pour vous.
Qu'est-ce qu'ils t'ont dit?
Je sais pas, il a dit quelque chose de... J'ai vu genre...
Non,
ton
il
frère,
a dit...
il va pas fuir, ou ton frère, il va fuir, je sais pas
Non,
quoi.
il a dit comme quoi ton frère, il a fui.
Non.
C'est Admir, tu parles du message de Admir.
Ouais.
Ouais, il a dit ton frère, il a fui.
Oh, somebody's written on the that the brother has actually escaped.
The brother has escaped.
Yeah, somebody has written this message. Tu l'as vu?
This is probably a lie, sister. We want evidence if that is
Yeah,
taken like
don't
this.
play into it. Do not play
Exactly.
into it.
Can you just, Shimri sister, can you just
Must get rid of
explain to him,
that.
do not listen to the comments because people don't provide evidence, and this is how these guys can do a defamation case against people. So just say to him that do not worry about anything. Just ask him that, look, whatever information you get, ask anybody to provide you evidence, video evidence, text messages, any sort of evidence that you've got. Ask them to provide it. Otherwise, do not take their word, because everybody here is about hearsay. We've seen this for over a week.
Yeah. Also, in other mods, Jodal's in the chat. I've actually spoken to her. Please don't mute her. She's fine. I've spoken to her. I do have. This is okay. Right. Every time I've gone to look at about the back of Webhouse, there's a red cross with a footplate, and I'd like to know what if
Grant,
you have that.
Grant, 1 second. Let her explain what I've just said. It's very important because the brother's going to be very worried. Sister Shimon, if you could just explain to him, that's very important. We don't want that to slip.
Okay, go on.
Alors, il te dit, il faut pas croire tout ce qui est écrit. À moins que tu aies des preuves qui te fournissent des preuves, il ne faut pas croire.
Ma sœur, ces gens-là, c'est manipulation sur manipulation. Ne t'inquiète pas, je les connais très bien. C'est des gros mythos, c'est des gros menteurs, c'est des gros charlatans, c'est tout. Tout ce qui est négatif, ça fait partie de chez eux.
Yeah, he says he doesn't believe because these people are liars, manipulators, and he doesn't trust them.
Good. Thank you so much. Yeah, so the Red Cross that they have at Webhouse, I don't know if they had that at other locations. It had a footplate on the bottom, and it's very, very eerie to a lot of us. Can they explain what that was actually used for?
Are you asking me to translate?
Yeah, please.
Wait, is he? If he's not a member, he wouldn't know, right?
He won't know. He's not being.
Yeah, because he's not from Webhouse.
Right.
But
He's an outsider.
Locations.
Sorry, say that again.
Did they not have it in other locations? Is what I was wondering.
He's not a member.
Okay, fine. Yeah. Okay.
No, it would be good for somebody else, but he's not a member.
Yeah, he's ex-member.
Okay.
Yeah, so we don't know if he's actually even aware that was there. But no, it's still a good question nonetheless.
Just to clarify, he said that he doesn't know anything about the group because he's not part of it. He just saw a video talking about the equivalent for you guys, you know, the Christian, the Antichrist, which is for us the Mahdi. So he just thought it's interesting. He shared it with his brother, who's younger than him, who was 25 at the time, and I think he feels really, really remorseful about sharing that, because then his brother locked himself in his bedroom for quite some time, researching and talking to this cult. They kind of lured him. So he said to his family, I'm going for about a week just to, you know, research, you know, doing studies in the UK. Stayed for a week in the UK, went back home, packed his things, and then joined the culting crew.
There is an important question that I want to ask him, actually. And it's Brother Lahom, is he still here? Yeah, he's still here as well.
Yeah, that's right.
How did they trap the males and females? Is it, I mean, I already know the answer with this, but is it true they offer them like women from the community and stuff? And
Alors, mon frère l'homme, il te demande, Saïd, il te demande comment en fait ils font pour attirer les adeptes, que ce soit les femmes ou les hommes. Est-ce que pour les hommes, ils les attirent avec les femmes et vice-versa? Quelles sont les stratégies ou les tactiques pour attirer les gens dans le culte?
En fait, ils manipulent beaucoup les textes religieux, et c'est avec ça qu'ils réussissent à convaincre les gens, en fait, tout simplement. Mais quand on commence à leur poser des questions qui va les gêner, ils bloquent les gens. Tu vois, mais sinon, le fait, comment ils les ramènent juste en détournant les textes religieux.
Qu'est-ce que tu veux dire en les détournant? Donne-moi un exemple.
Les détourner, par exemple, ils ramènent un texte, ils disent que ce texte-là, il est reconnu en tant que sahih, tu vois. Et quand tu cherches, en fait, c'est pas vrai. Il y a des hadiths, ils mettent que la moitié du hadith, et l'autre moitié, ils le mettent pas. Tu comprends?
Oui. Mais en ce qui concerne ton expérience, quel était le pourcentage de gens qui étaient, de familles musulmanes et d'autres qui n'étaient pas d'origine musulmane? Quel est le pourcentage?
Bah, à l'époque, moi, quand j'y étais, tout le monde était 100% musulman. Ils étaient tous musulmans, tous à la recherche du Mahdi. Et c'est après que ça s'est propagé au niveau du christianisme et maintenant du judaïsme.
Okay. So he's saying that they're preying on people, you know, who are looking for spirituality, and by modifying certain texts. So they only give part of the text, you know, to kind of lure them. I asked him to give me an example, but he couldn't be very specific. But he says they're manipulating, you know, text. Also, or the people who were the first to join in Germany, they were 100%, you know, from born Muslim families. Later on, as their mission expanded, they started to attract Christians and now Jewish people as well. So now you have a variety of people from different, necessarily just from, you know, Muslim families. And it seems that they're all looking for some sort of spirituality, or they're looking for some spiritual answers. This is how they kind of lure them. Mais est-ce qu'ils utilisent aussi est-ce qu'il y a des personnes qui ont des tendances, par exemple, un peu pervers, et c'est comme ça qu'ils rentrent dans le culte?
Non, moi, de ce que j'ai vu, il y avait pas de ça à mon époque, en tout cas.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, so the people who join the cult are genuine, you know, spiritual people who are on a spiritual journey, and they are searching for something, and they are preying on that. But they are not people that are wanting to take advantage of women or vice versa, or looking for men, women looking for men, or men looking for women. No, they are all on a spiritual path.
Okay. If somebody was to cross a boundary or break a rule there, what kind of accountability, or I don't know what the word is, what punishment was given to them?
L'homme, si par exemple, est-ce que vous aviez des règlements à suivre dans le culte, et si par exemple tu contrariais le Abdullah Hashim en ne suivant pas une règle particulière, qu'est-ce qui se passait?
Tu es obligé de suivre un peu, tu fais comme tout le monde en fait, tu vois, tout le monde fait pareil. Ce qui est bizarre là-bas, c'est que il y a un climat de surveillance, tout le monde se surveille l'un l'autre. Tu comprends?
So it's a bit of a sheep mentality. Everybody is following the rules, but there's this feeling that you are constantly being under surveillance. So from people at your own level, you know, like the people at the bottom and the people higher up. So you are feeling that you are constantly being watched and looked at. So that's why it's keeping you, you know, if I could say, on the straight path and following the rules. So, donc il y a pas véritablement de gens qui se sont révoltés en fait, à part les deux femmes qui ont porté plainte.
À part les deux femmes qui ont porté plainte, ces deux femmes-là, et Lisa aussi, il faut pas oublier Lisa.
Oui. So apart from the two women who made complaints, avec la police, c'est ça en Allemagne. Oui. So people who, the two women who went straight to the police and put complaints for, you know, grapes, and also Lisa, who had a verbal confrontation with Abdullah Hashim. Everybody else had a very much a sheep mentality and doing what they're being told.
Okay, so maybe another way. Has anybody ever attempted to try and get away and they've caught them? And if they have,
alors, il voudrait savoir, est-ce qu'il y a des personnes qui ont essayé de s'échapper et qui ont été rattrapées?
Non, pas du tout.
No.
Okay, thank you.
Can you ask Lahome if he has any messages that he has for the families that are worried about loved ones inside the religion? Or go ahead.
Before you do that, if I could just ask quickly, guys, we've still got a few more people requesting to jump up on here. If anybody else on the panel feels like they have a question they want to shoot, let me know now, because I'm going to be rising someone else up in a minute.
You're welcome.
So I'll drop down.
No worries, brother. Okay. Carry on, Midnight Shah. Sorry to interrupt.
No, you're good. Can you ask Brother Lahome, what message does he have for family members that are currently worried about their loved ones inside the Ahmadi religion of peace and light?
Alors, l'homme, il faudrait savoir quel serait le message que tu pourrais passer aux familles qui ont des membres de leur famille qui font partie de ce culte et qui sont en ce moment en Angleterre. Ou même en dehors de l'Angleterre, mais ceux les familles, comment tu pourrais les rassurer peut-être?
Alors, avant tout, il faudrait ne pas les brusquer, ne pas être contre eux, parce que dès que vous allez être contre eux, eux, dans leur tête, vous êtes de la descendance de Satan. Même si vous êtes le père, la mère, le frère, la sœur, etc. Donc déjà, premièrement, il faut pas les brusquer. Je te laisse traduire, après je termine.
Yeah. So, bearing in mind that these people are being brainwashed to think that the whole of humanity is descendant of Satan, of the devil. So this is the vision that they have of every individual on this planet. So you cannot be confrontational with them. You have to be very, very very gentle with them. You cannot be, head to head with them. That's the advice he's giving.
Okay, I was going to.
Guys, 1 second before we carry on. We've got a member here that really enjoys their 5 minutes of fame. So I'm gonna talk to you for a minute, Paula, the one who's constantly on Nassar's live and agreeing with him and telling everyone else in the comments that they're wrong. Welcome to this live, because we're here fact checking people like you. Yeah, you want your 5 minutes of fame? I will give it to you, Paula. Yeah, your bus that apparently had. How many people was it?
40 people that you managed to turn around, Paula, and drive away. Well done.
Well done,
Paula, you're a
Paula. Let's
liar.
all give Paula a big round of applause, yeah? You want your 5 minutes of fame, you've got it. Sorry. Guests, carry on. Irritate me.
Yeah, sorry. So I was going to say the question. So from following on from that one, if there's people in here that might be thinking or still on the fence and they've been approached by this religion, what advice and what words can you give them to help them to come to the right decision for themselves?
Alors, l'homme, la question qui t'est posée, c'est par rapport aux personnes qui n'ont pas encore décidé, qui sont, on va dire, 50-50, quel conseil tu leur donnerais pour, en fait, les encourager à ne pas rentrer dans ce culte?
Tout simplement vérifier les textes, parce qu'en vérifiant les textes, on voit que il y a beaucoup de fausseté. Donc il suffit juste d'ouvrir les livres et de lire, tout simplement.
Tu fais référence à quel livre?
Les livres que eux ils utilisent, donc c'est les livres du corpus chiite, tout simplement.
Et est-ce que tu penses que les personnes qui font partie du culte, elles ont véritablement lu le livre de Abdullah Hashim? Est-ce qu'ils l'ont étudié?
Tu parles des adeptes?
Oui.
100%. À mon avis, ils l'ont pas tous lu à 100%.
So he advises people to read and to research, especially the text, from the Shia perspective, and he seems to think that the followers of Abdullah Hashim, most of them have not entirely read the Goal of the Wise.
Guys, I'm just going to let you guys carry on with your discussion while I go and make myself a coffee because I'm literally shaking in anger right now.
Before you go, I've got a video that I would like to share about this guy I just received where he blatantly said if his leader orders him to unalive someone, he would do it. This guy, Ali Sultan, I don't know if you guys in the crew you have seen him or not.
He's Kurdish. I have spoken to the Kurdish community on TikTok, but they're just laughing this off.
So this host in Arabic. So he asked him if you have conquered Iraq and you got order from your leader to unalive people, would you do it?
إذا عبد الله هاشم هسه قل روح لهذا الجبل. نعم.
He said, if my leader tells me to jump over the cliff, yes, I would do it.
Yeah, we know they're all the brain. Well,
but I mean, this is a very dangerous organization.
I recognise him.
We know
this guy says, if my leader tells me to do something, I would blatantly do it.
Yeah, we know, and this is why we're doing this. We're trying to get people to understand and see. So thank you for showing it, because it's yet another thing that just shows you guys.
I'll not stop repeating that, this has nothing to do with Islam. This has nothing to do with Sunnis, nothing to do with Shia. And in actual fact, the Shia community has been very, very, with Brother Syed, Brother Shah, very active in denouncing for quite some time now. And, with very, well, there have been people who have listened and others who haven't, but this is nothing to do with Shia, nothing to do with Sunni, nothing to do with Islam. They are not Muslims, and they are not considered as Muslims.
That's also on that's a very good thing you said. That why is it that this religion hates the Muslim community so much? The truth, because we only hear their truth.
Brother Said would be very good at explaining.
Because Sorry,
It's not just it's just not the Muslim only the Muslim
yeah.
community.
Every-
It's a mixture
I
of
know.
every religion.
I'm asking the
So
question because there are many people that see the attacks that Muslim people
yeah,
get, and so I just think for them, I know this probably wouldn't be an answer that these brothers here would answer, but there's a lot of people that would want to know about that, and
can I
so
The
answer that?
Muslims
yeah.
are
Can I
very
answer that?
passionate,
Can
very
you guys
passionate
hear me?
about their faith.
So
You
can
know?
you guys hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful.
We can.
We're here.
So I mean, look, as I say, they're just about as Muslim as they're Christian, agnostic, atheist, Hindu, Jewish. It doesn't matter, right? It's a mishmash of 4 different faiths and religions. But look, I'm going to be quite frank with you. The Muslims generally are quite vocal. There's zero tolerance. They don't really tolerate bullshit. That's the truth. Christians tend to be a bit more, I would say, less lenient. You know, if someone was to say something about Jesus, they would be offended, but you're not going to get that same sort of reaction when it comes to as a Muslim. So with this group, they need to, you know, play the whole persecution card. So they purposely do these type of things to trigger reactions from Muslims. That's all it comes down to. So everything that's controversial and dear to Muslims, they would pack those things to get a reaction. That's all it is. And they do this. And that's how they play the whole asylum seeking cases with the members from abroad, where the members get imprisoned in certain countries, etc., right? So that's all it comes down to. It's the victimization card they use with that.
Okay, so because I had a theory, and I just wanted to wonder if you could confirm this. Is it because the questions that they will ask are actually too tough for them to really answer, so they don't like bringing them up because it looks bad on them?
It's not, because I'll be honest with you, these guys are a menace to Muslims. There's many Muslims that don't know how to dress them. That's the honest truth. There's many Christians that know how to dress them. There's many atheists that know how to dress them. So don't think for a minute that they dislike Muslims because maybe the Muslims provide the theological framework to necessarily respond to them. That's not true.
Yeah. And I can speak on behalf of the Christians here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, for me, it's a personal thing because, you know, when he insulted and started talking bad about Christianity, nobody was really going off and defending it. So I saw all the Muslim brothers doing their thing. And then when you actually go in their lives, most of the stuff that's asked about when it comes to Christianity, most of the followers don't really know their content. They don't really read the book. You know, most of the people are in the Western area, so they're kind of more privileged and you know, like, I don't want to be generalizing, but they just don't know their stuff. So when they do go address them live, they can't really hold up. You know, but for the most part, I just like to say the Muslims are much more passionate and much more active in defending their faith.
Yeah, that's the difference. Because we when it comes to like religious symbols and stuff, you know, we hold these people even more sacred than our own family members, right? These are people you kind of look up to, you idolize these people. So if somebody's going to say something indifferent, like I played you a video clip, you know, Abdullah's like openly cursing people's religious scholars, clergy system, you know, and anyone who follows them. And then, of course, if somebody's going to come out and start cursing Abdullah Hashim and saying, "May God curse him," can you blame them? Can you really blame them? This guy's going around literally cursing and insulting people.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's not all this. By the way, how's the coffee?
Oh, it's good. I'm sorry for disappearing, guys. I was actually shaking in anger. I'm not joking.
I get you on that one.
No, it's just this Paula decides,
Yeah, I know.
she decides to go up on Nasser's live, tell the rest of 800, however many people that they're wrong, and she's right. Oh, give me a break.
Here's a question.
Give me a break.
Here's a question that might actually help to answer, or for people like Paula as well. They say that humanity comes first, is what they always tell people. Okay, can you answer this question for me? Does loyalty come before humanity, really?
You want me to ask this question to Lam?
Yeah, I think it would be good for people to hear the answer to this because they always say humanity comes first.
Alors, l'homme, comment on appelle ça? Donc, il parle toujours de l'humanité. L'humanité, c'est leur priorité. Mais est-ce que c'est véritablement l'humanité ou la loyauté au culte et à Abdullah Hashim? Qu'est-ce qui passe avant pour eux?
La loyauté envers Abdullah Hashim. D'ailleurs, si on doit parler d'humanité, quel acte ils ont fait pour prouver qu'ils ont de l'humanité, en fait.
So he's saying loyalty is always first to Abdullah Hashim. But if you want to talk about, humanity, what kind of acts have they done, towards, humanity? What have they done for humanity?
That's great. So anybody that wants to ask that question, he won't let me talk to him anymore. So anybody that wants to ask questions like that, when he talks about humanity, ask that exact question. What have you done to help humanity? I just want the people in here that are sitting on the fence to realise, like, he gives you lots of information, but he never actually lets you get what you want to know. The humanity thing is crap.
He helps humanity by getting you to sell your property and your house and everything that belongs to you, right? All the assets. He's a magician, that's for sure. He's
Like,
good at
Zayed, don't you agree? Like, most faiths out there are for humanity in a sense, and then
I agree. This is the same point I was making outside the compound yesterday. If this truly was kind of designed for humanity, these doors wouldn't be closed. They'll be open for everyone. Every faith center is generally kept open, right? Let's be real. Any synagogue, any temple, any mosque, any church, you can come and go freely. The security there, they're not for the outsiders. In reality, the security there is actually to keep the people enslaved in that system. That's all it is.
Yes, Saeed, exactly that. But we had we had this discussion outside last night.
Exactly.
You can go to any mosque, you can go to any church, you can go to any other place of worship. You're allowed in. You can go for a free look round. You can go and take your kids round to educate them on the different religions. You cannot get anywhere near this place.
Absolutely.
I've got a quick question.
I was going to say, has our new guest asked his
I've got a
question
quick
yet? 'Cause he
question
just
for
joined
the
us.
ex-members. Did you witness any, mistreatment towards any children in
They
that
said
world?
no.
No. Okay.
But I can tell you mistreatment of someone. So there was an ex-member. He lived with the community for 10 years. He was so close to Abdullah. Abdullah used to call him his right arm or left arm. I think right arm. And he was given the title of Zeus, the reincarnation of Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
So this ex-member mentioned that there was a kid living on a compound with his mother. It was either his uncle or his father who was living off the property. So this kid must have sent a message. I think he was being asked, how's things there? Somehow they figured out this kid text somebody outside. And I don't think the message was too great. So they caught him. And they do this regularly with the members. They would like just demand their phone from them. Can you give me the phone? So they must have had a look at his conversation, and which is another point, because if they're using the Wi-Fi there, then in theory they can gather all that information as well. What people are going on, what websites they're going on, potentially even conversations. Who knows? So yeah, this kid, they made an example of him. I think Abdullah shaved this kid's hair off in front of everyone. This was a young kid. His name was Ray.
Where did you hear about this, Saeed?
From an ex-member, and many people here.
Ex-member.
Yeah. Muslim, you were witness to that, right? You were there.
Yes, I was there, and not only shave his head bald, he made all the members queue up and to curse the little child.
To curse him and humiliate him in front of everybody. And if this wasn't bad enough, they actually removed him and they put him in an outside property within the compound, and they were told not to greet him or anything of the sort, not to say hi to him or anything of the sort. He still lives there, by the way, and his mum didn't do anything. His mother just literally sat back and watched the whole ordeal. She didn't get involved.
This is sickening. I'm getting a lot of messages, guys. Quite a lot of messages here. People that are local to the town, they're worried now. I'm getting people saying this is getting really scary. I'm really worried. I've got young children. I think for reassurance, or maybe not reassurance, but just to kind of put more on alert. Have they ever just grabbed people and taken them into the religion, or? I guess that's the question. Or is it all about talking first?
No, it's not that simple. So, for example, look, there's two types of people. One type of person is someone who can bring something to the table, right? So they would look at your profession. Are you a professional of some kind? Are you a doctor? Are you a dentist or whatever?
Income.
Right?
Income as well, income.
Your income, yeah, exactly, right? What you can bring to the table.
So vulnerable people that don't have anything, they're just not going to bother with?
No, they're not.
Or are they not going to try and utilise to keep us a lower member? That's what I'm trying to get.
No, they'll keep you as a member outside, and you would need to be very active in the community. You would need to create numerous social media accounts.
Okay.
You'll use these accounts to comment, like, and share the video. And all this information I'm telling you, these are all from ex-members.
And so that's people that are of that kind of stature, or that that live in that way. It would be that they would be approached first. They wouldn't just be.
Yeah, of course they'll be approached first, and there's a grooming method that's used. They would say, "Look, when are you going to join us? Basically, when are you ready to give everything up?"
Yeah. Online safety, guys. I've mentioned this a million times before. When you've got somebody that's contacting you and you are not sure, if you've never spoken to them before, please remember to report. Don't interact. Separate, safeguard, and separate. If you're unsure. You've got me, you've got Jojo, I'm sure Said wouldn't mind receiving messages. D14, I'm sure wouldn't mind receiving messages. Just contact us if you're not sure about somebody that's contacting you, and we will help you find out if this is okay or not. 9 times out of 10, just please remember that's important.
My background is cybersecurity, so make sure that when you guys are interacting with anybody, you can't just trust them, right? You always have to not trust. You have to verify. Don't click random links. If it looks like a TikTok link or a YouTube link, don't click on it. Type it out yourself, right? There's other websites out there like urlquery.com or .net. You can paste the link within that to see if it's a valid URL. Because for all you know, you can be phished, and then next thing you know, people are pretending to be like you, and then they're going to reach out to your network, and they're going to pretend to be you, and then that's how they infiltrate. And I say they, I mean like anybody that's a malicious actor alone, right? Like hackers in general. So this is just a general cybersecurity tip. Don't give out any information or any anything that can identify you personally. Your name, your address, your location. Anything.
Guys, just so you know, this is my only page on TikTok for D14. D14 has no other pages on TikTok, so do not look at anything else, because I've seen a couple already popping up.
And also with opening links, only ever open them in private windows. So private, where it's not a session that's on a normal window. It's called in private or incognito. Only open them like that if you're going to open a link that you think is trustworthy anyway, just because it can't access other stuff.
Well, hold on.
Muslim.
Let me correct that real quick.
Sorry.
Yeah, let me correct that. Don't even do that.
It's not you who's trying to get in touch with Shimmy. He's saying stuff in the comments, but obviously we're all speaking English, so he can't get his message across.
Muslim, I just wanted to ask you really quickly if you've got any more questions, because I do need to.
I'm all done.
To come up on here.
I'm all done.
We're all done. Okay, no worries. Feel free to join us again, brother.
Midnight, what were you going to say?
Yeah, no, I was just going to correct on that, just because it's. I was just going to comment on that, just to make sure that you don't even do that, because you can. Somebody can still hijack your window, even if it's an incognito.
Once you check the link, I mean.
Yeah, you don't want to check links, because if it's malicious, they can still send malware to you through an automatic download or a drive-by, and it doesn't matter if it's an incognito or whatever browser. It's just you just can't click it. So
I mean, when you go and check a link, like you do the link checker first. Once you've done that, I never would open it in a normal window. I'd type it out in an in private incognito window.
Yeah. So clarifying, he's saying that don't. After you verify the link, then don't even paste it in your normal link. That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, gotcha.
Beth, have we got any questions for our guest?
I have. So if you go in as gay or lesbian, when you go in there, do they convince you to come straight or anything? That was
okay, so they have this open arm policy. So they claim that they're open for everyone. But again, in the goal of the wise, okay, fine, I understand people have certain theological opinions about homosexuality and all that stuff. I think it's your choice. Whatever you do in private, that's up to you. But in the book, he actually opposes it, which is a bit weird. So they'll tell the world, okay, we're open to every community, but then they contradict that because in the theology it's not allowed. So you can see that they're desperate to reach out to everybody. Do you understand? So if tomorrow the community is targeted, they could very easily play that whole, oh, you know, you guys are homophobic, for example. Do you understand? Mm-hmm. So they try to build a community that essentially safeguards them from everybody else. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that does make sense. Someone's accusing me of joining them. Just saying I'm debunking them, not joining them.
No, she's lying. Beth's got a beanie hat and she's just recently played Allegiance.
Oh. Well,
I'm kidding. I'm sorry, man. She doesn't have a beanie hat.
No, that's fine. Just
yeah,
that.
so I mean, have we got any more questions, Beth?
No, that was
Because I've still got a few people to run here. Okay, no worries. Feel free to join us again, yeah?
I'm gonna drop as well. It's
no problem, Grant.
I'll say this though. See you, Grant, man. Thanks for coming out, dude. I just want to say too, like, guys, like, you know, I know like some of you guys join their lives and you guys go in there and just like, you know, somewhat troll or go in there and talk to them in your manner, but just be sensitive because these are real people with real, like, they're in it. They're in it deep, guys. Like, you got to care for them. You got to love them. It's hard, you know, it's easy to say, well, you know, well, they fell in for it. It's their fault. You got to be more sensitive than that. You got to care about the people. So I just want to remind you guys about that. That's all.
Respectfully,
absolutely. I mean, we've realized over the past couple of days that it's a pattern of targeting people during vulnerable times. With specific vulnerabilities. Do you know what I mean?
Respectfully, we have tried to care for Nassar, but he has just pushed and pushed and pushed. So any care we had for Worm Boy has gone. Nassar
we reached out to him in the most respectful manner, and he called us nobodies. Let me just reiterate this for anybody that wants to come off here and jump back on that live, because I know there's a few here trolling. Yeah, he called us nobodies for reaching out to him, and my specific exact words were, "We would like to have you join us on live and speak about your beliefs if you are a true believer of this." Right? I had never met this person before. I do not know if they are a true believer of this. His response was, "I would, but you're a bunch of nobodies," basically claiming that if I don't speak to you, and then just blocked us and went on his live and spoke badly on us. Yes, he is. Yeah, anyway. We're not giving that man any more energy here.
Don't worry too much. But look, as I said, these guys, what the brother mentioned about the midnight, it's true. Sometimes, you know, you get quite annoyed and frustrated with particular individuals. You do need a little bit of patience when it comes to some of them. But people like Nasser, they're just there for attention seeking. That's all it is.
Yes.
He's not stable. He's not stable. This guy he's followed many sort of spiritual leaders before. Abdullah's not going to be the last one either, right? So let's be real.
Just really quickly, I want to get a question for our guest here. Midnight, you have the name of the Egyptian member, correct? The one that
Which Egyptian member?
The one that was involved in the 10 initial arrests at Webb House.
I think his name is Imad Kholi. I think if I remember.
This doesn't ring a bell for me. I'm not sure the question. I don't know. I'm not paying it. All right, let me just be clear with you guys. I'm not really paying attention to the full details of the arrest. I'm just waiting for everything to come out.
Yeah, because we're just trying to basically figure out if that person who the allegations were brought forth against is the same person that he was speaking about earlier.
What's the age and what's the name? What does it start with? What is it?
Guys, can anyone help us out here?
I think, if I recall correctly, because last time I read the names was a couple of days ago, I think his name is Imad or EMAD or
Wait
Imad.
there. I've got a poster I can green screen if you put me big box for a second.
All right, let Jojo do that.
Someone said he's 48.
I'm just a bit aware that it's 1:30 in France, so it's getting a bit late for and also he just messaged. He says, "Can I add something? Vas-y, fais-moi savoir, je traduis."
Ouais, je voulais rajouter, ma sœur, si tu peux leur dire que s'ils veulent vraiment comprendre cette affaire, il est très, 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 très important d'établir un portrait psychologique de Abdullah Hashim. Il y a énormément de témoignages sur Internet comme quoi c'est un escroc. Il a escroqué plusieurs personnes et c'est très important d'établir ce portrait psychologique pour comprendre qui est vraiment Abdullah Hashim.
So to truly understand the psychological picture of Abdullah Hashim, you would have to go and do some research on the internet and particularly, en particulier sur YouTube.
C'est quoi qui est sur YouTube, ma sœur?
Les vidéos dont tu me parlais, les informations sur Abdullah Hashim.
Oui, sur YouTube, sur Internet, sur les forums, etc. J'ai même retrouvé un article de 2010 où une personne disait qu'Abdullah Hashim était un spécialiste en contrôle mental.
Oui. So you would have to do a bit of digging on the internet, be it in forums, platforms, YouTube, to truly understand that Abdullah Hashim is a skilled scammer. And
Guys, I apologize. I need to drop. I think my phone's going to go out, and
No problem.
to be continued.
Yeah, just join back in if you feel.
No worries. Thank you very much, guys.
And
And I'll catch you soon. Yeah? Take care.
And also that he's an expert on, manipulation as well, mental, psychological, emotional manipulation.
So let him know too that I have the receipts for Hashim Studios board. I have it for Black Banner's board, and I'll be including that all in part 3 of my YouTube channel for you guys coming up. I'll try to get it done out in a week, but it's going to cover that journey right there, since Syed Ali has already covered Sweden and Germany.
So the names we've got are Abdullah Hashim, Ali Mohammed, Veronica Carla Esponda, Iyad El Huli.
That's the one. That's the one. Iyad El Huli.
He's German.
Oh, no, he's German. He's German. So that's not the one.
There's another one there, Kevin Omar, and I can't see the top of his name. T's just under him.
I think that's Mexico.
Yeah, that's Mexico.
That's Mexican. Omar Rodriguez, 100% Mexican. So the last one after that, you can't see it, can you?
No, the last one was unnamed, but wait there, let me get the iPad and I'll put his name on. Hold on.
Okay, no worries. But yeah, no, guys, honestly, if you could just translate to our guest really quickly, that we're just gonna ask him 1 or 2 more questions, and then, thank you so much for his time.
I'm just going on Sasha, please. 1 second, I'll get all the list.
L'homme, ils vont te poser juste 1 ou 2 questions, puis ils vont te laisser aller parce que je leur ai dit qu'il se fait tard quand même, il est 1h30 pour toi. So go ahead with the questions.
Yep. So, guys, before they go, quickly, if you've got anything to ask.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt.
Absolutely.
So there was the video that went around, the guy from Middlewich that threatened everyone, basically. What does that mean? Would that mean that there would be like basically a civil war in the UK against all them against everyone else? Or like, do you know what I mean? Like with the threat, it's like, I want to understand a bit more about what it would actually come to.
I'm going to speak on that, and it was T. He was saying it was a threat from God. So he was using God as the threat, not actually himself.
Right, okay.
They're always going to stipulate that the way that they want to, T. So
yeah, like apocalyptic, religious.
Right, okay. Sorry, I just thought I'd ask just in case, because I didn't know if it was an actual threat properly or...
Guys, you got to be careful. You can't just make stuff up. What you have to do is actually read the book and understand. Brother Holmes, yeah, he understands me, obviously, I know him really well. But when they have created this army and they're marching around in crew, what you got to recall is from the book, he says that half of humanity has come from Adam, half of humanity has come from the devil. That's from through Cain. Brother D14, you were there yesterday. We went through the whole thing. We explained all the things. Anyway, so he claims that the people that are not a part of his mission or his Ansar or his members, they are from the seed of the devil. So us guys who are opposing him or standing up for humanity, we are a part of the devil's seed, and we for them, we are actually legitimately to be unalived. This is their belief. This is not something we are making up. Midnight, you want to just add something?
Sorry to interrupt you there. We're just going to ask one more question for our guests because they do need to come off, and then we can discuss anything else
No
as soon
worries.
as that's done.
No, it was a question to Lahom. I'm just informing the lady that just made that statement. You have to be careful. Always provide evidence. Never ever just speak from your pocket. These guys have actually done a defamation case against Sayyid Ali. They've been to the police about me because we've been exposing them for over 2.5 years, and they come hard. They've got the money, they've got the resources. I think, is it what's the lady's name that does the video? Jojo.
Yeah.
Jojo from Crew, yeah. You know how
Yeah.
these guys are, and they go around and they actually go against everybody really quickly. They call people in for beanies and burgers and whatnot else. But the thing is that this is how they go after people, just so they can put them in a place and take over everything of theirs. But these are facts. We know ex-members that have been a part of this cult for over 12.5 years. We've got members going down that been there with a year. So if you need anything, always visit Sayyid Ali's page on Bait al-Qadir. There's plenty of videos there, plenty of information there. The rest of brothers know everything. Even Brother Midnight, he's got plenty of stuff on his pages, because you have to understand where this all started from. These guys' predecessors is called Ahmad Al Hasan. That's a whole different dynamic, whole different issue. You have to educate yourself. There's no point sitting on live just hearing hearsays, because with the hearsays you're not gonna get anywhere. All they're gonna do is sit there and laugh at you guys. You have to have the facts, the evidence there, and you have to present it. Brother Minna, if you just want to add on from how you started your journey and why you're doing it, because of what you saw and the things that it's
Guys,
affecting.
just really quickly, I'm going to cut you off right there just one more time. We're just going to focus on asking our guests one or two more questions so that we can actually let them go,
I've
because
got
they
one
need to get to
question,
bed.
host, if you don't mind.
Go ahead.
First of all, I'd just like to appeal all the people who are listening and watching, please go and sign on change.org, the petition for Crew. Another thing, the question I want to ask the guest is, respectfully, how much humanity he has done from all the other countries. For example, did he help? There is a large amount of Crew people, resident, like homeless in Cheshire and all around. Has he seen in any European countries or even in Britain, he's distributing sleeping bags, giving food parcels out, like different faith in Britain coming up to Ramadan or Christmas, we do that. We naturally do that. Has the guest seen Abdullah Hashim and his team going out and feeding people, giving them sleeping bags, either in Europe or, if he's lived in Britain? That's what I want to know, what humanity practically is doing to show the people that we stand for humanity, or just shut the gate. They don't let anyone in. That's what I want.
So to summarize his question, he wants to know what sort of humanitarian work Abdullah Hashim has done for the people.
L'homme, il voudrait savoir, en fait, quelles sont les choses que Abdullah Hashim et son culte ont fait en termes d'œuvres caritatives, de choses pour aider les gens. Est-ce qu'ils véritablement ils ont fait des choses? Comme on voit par exemple les musulmans pendant leur Ramadan, ils donnent à manger aux gens, ou bien ils donnent leur sadaqa, leur zakat. Est-ce que véritablement ce culte, en fait, est-ce qu'ils font véritablement des œuvres caritatives?
Ils font rien du tout, à part des vidéos YouTube et des vidéos TikTok. Ils font rien du tout. C'est pour ça que tout à l'heure j'ai dit, elle est où l'humanité qui parle, en fait?
He says they do absolutely nothing, and that's why he asked earlier in the evening, what have you done for humanity? That's his question to Abdullah Hashim in the cult. What have you done? What's your contribution to humanity? Because he has not seen any evidence of this.
Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Really. Please sign all the petition, please. Thank you very much. I can go down. Thanks.
Thank you, Minaj. Thank you for joining us, brother.
Laham, I just want to say thank you for speaking up. I've got to go now. I appreciate you. I've followed you. And D, just keep doing this. Can we have a debrief on live tomorrow?
Absolutely, we can. Yeah. Just before you go, and just because I think you might want to know this one as well, because you were the one who was getting the information up for us, and I appreciate that.
Yeah.
Could you just ask our guest? All right, we're going to make this the final question for him because he needs to get to sleep. It's 1:40 in France. The Egyptian that he was talking about earlier, is that person named either Timur, or Mohammed Ayoub?
L'Égyptien dont tu as fait mention quand il a fait la demande, la requête à Franck, est-ce que tu sais c'est quoi son nom? Est-ce qu'il s'appelle Taimour ou bien, what was the other name?
Mohammed Ayoub.
Mohammed Ayoub.
Non, il s'appelle Houssem.
No, his name is Hussam.
Hussam.
Yeah.
Hussam?
Yeah.
Wait there, one sec.
Okay. No problem. No problem.
Tu te souviens de quoi il a l'air? Tu as en mémoire son visage?
J'ai des photos de lui.
He has pictures of him.
Can he post them onto
No,
his profile, Shimmy?
Just be careful, guys. Be careful where we're done.
Yeah, like we're going to be careful from this point onwards. Listen, could you just say, merci beaucoup, mon ami. Could you just tell him thank you so much for his time? And if he's able to join us tomorrow, we're going to be debriefing and talking about this again tomorrow. So feel free to join us.
What time, Rafi?
Tomorrow we'll be starting at 7:30 p.m.
I'll share the live with him. I'll let him know anyway. Lahom, thank you for coming. Guys, please do not ask for personal pictures from anybody because this is the way these guys get you stuck because they'll be listening in right now. And whatever you do or whatever you ask for, they will try to do a case against you. And this is not a joke. D4, you know exactly what's going on and we have to be very, very careful.
I'm sorry, did somebody say Hassam was in here?
No. So can we just quickly briefly go over the Egyptian? Yeah. No. I'm answering your question, Grant. Don't worry. Who's a good person to ask here? Because I've lost I've written so many things down. What was it again with the Egyptian earlier that he mentioned?
So he's the one. Just let me make sure that I'm telling the exact information. L'homme, tu as dit que c'est Hussam qui a fait la requête à Franck. De faire l'acte.
Oui, mais c'est pas le Hussam qui fait des lives, hein. C'est un autre Hussam.
So it's not the Hussam that does the lives. It's a different Hussam who's requested from who did the loyalty test towards Frank by asking him to perform. You know what?
Thank you.
Oh wow!
I was about to lose my call. Like So thank you.
Thank you so much, and let our guest know that he's been amazing, and that if he needs any of us, we're here.
Oui, alors l'homme, tout le monde te remercie beaucoup. Merci. Et il y a des messages. J'ai vu, il y avait quelqu'un qui a écrit. Attends, je regarde vite fait.
Juste dis-leur, ma soeur, que demain je publierai la photo de Hussam sur mon compte.
He said that tomorrow he's going to publish the picture of Hussam on his account.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Merci pour votre temps.
Merci.
No problem. Lahom, Assalamu alaikum, Ya Madad. And Lahom, Khalas, Abdullah Hashim, Lanatullah Alayha. Ma beshima.
Barakallahu fik, l'homme.
Merci, mon ami.
Thank you, brother. Thank you.
Okay, Lahom, look after yourself.
I'm gonna have to go as well. I've got work tomorrow.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you so much for translating for us. You've been amazing as well. You didn't get enough credit.
Guys, anybody in here, please share some love to Shimmer if you can, because she's been absolutely fantastic.
Honestly, unreal girl.
Before she drops, come on.
I just want to say, be it Brother Said, be it Lum, be it Brother Shah. Ultimately, we don't want anybody, be it Christian, be it atheist, be it whatever. We look at you as our brothers in humanity, and we don't want any of you to fall in the hands of these people. And my fear is that this is going to create more animosity between us, and this is not our case. Just look at the track record of us. Yes, we do have, as we say in Arabic, not all the fingers of one hand are the same. So every community, it has its good and bad. Let's focus on the good. You know, Brother Said and Brother Shah and other people have done tremendous work. You know, they are Shia, I'm Sunni,
Thank you,
and
sister. It's
you know,
Moonsha. It's Moonsha.
Moonsha, yes, Moonsha. This, you know, this is coming from the love that God has inspired us to have towards every one of you. We don't want to, when you get hurt, we get hurt. When you're sad, we are sad. And, you know, we have nothing to gain. No limelight. You cannot see our faces. You cannot see, we are not here for fame. We are not here for money. We are very concerned. And ultimately, believe me, if something happens, it's us Muslims who are going to get everything on our face. You know, this is serious business, but we will take it. We will take it if it means, you know, protecting the community that we've been living with for donkeys years. Some of us are born in here. Some of us, like me, we've been here for more than 20 years. And, you know, we love the country. We love the people. It's been a good place for us, and we just want to maintain it the way that it is. And that's all I wanted to say. So thank you for your patience, and apologies for
Thank you
any
so much.
mistakes that I've made.
Thank you
I
very much,
just want to.
sister. It's never too late, because for humanity, we have to stick together. Even though us guys have been doing this for over 2.5 years, as you're aware, you've been a
Yes.
part of our team. But even now, it's not too late. Yes, we've done all the hard work. We've done the foundation work for you guys. And thanks to
I've
Sayyid Ali,
learned
you've
a
done all the
lot
hard
from
work.
you, Monsha. I've
No,
learned a
no
lot
problem,
from
sister.
you. I didn't contribute anything. I came to support you, but I cannot take any credit for anything. So,
No, you're
Jazakallah
a
khair.
sister. You're all, for everybody here. You're a sister. You're in our heart, and we love you for all the hard work you've just done today. For you doing this will help you in your end days. That's how you got to think. That's how we think.
Absolutely.
That's what we
I
look
just
at.
want to back what
Absolutely.
Shimmerin says there as well. It's not about any race or religion. It's about getting this cult out of Crewe,
Yes,
away from our families and away from our kids.
absolutely.
It is
And Jojo,
nothing
please,
to
if you
do
can
with
tell
no division.
please request Crew resident not to take anything from them, food, drinks, or anything.
We
I
know,
don't trust the
Manoj.
beanies.
No,
I'm
I
sure
don't trust
Georgia's
beanies.
clever
Yeah.
enough for that. I don't think Georgia's that silly that she's gonna take anything.
No, I know.
Listen,
I'm not telling about the other
Sorry.
resident.
no,
The
they
one who
know.
stand
They
outside the
pay.
gate.
Really quickly, guys. Sorry, can we just also say thank you to our other guest here? What's it? It's
It's
not
not.
for you. Bye.
It's
Can
not
we
for you.
just say thank you to this guest as well, because he's
Exactly.
you know, come on
Thank
here
you,
and
brother, for
shared some
coming.
pretty.
And again, guys, this is for humanity. This is the main thing. Everybody in this for we are doing this for humanity. Anyway,
Merci, mon ami.
we're gonna get off. I've got a call with somebody who I promised 6 hours ago, but we've been here to support you. Anyway, guys, thank you very much. Look after yourself and
Thank
support
you very much,
D14 and
D14. Yeah.
everybody
God bless
else.
you.
See you later, guys.
Unreal.
Thank you, guys.
Peace to everybody.
D14.
Peace
God
be
Can I
upon
save
be?
everybody.
Crew.
Can I be
God protect
cheeky and
Crew.
can I have a copy of your notes?
Yes,
Could you
no
send me
problem.
just a
Copy of
photo
my
of them?
notes.
Yes,
Yeah,
please.
Are you asking me for private info now?
yeah.
We
Could I
are.
just have a copy of the early
If possible,
squiggles
would be
because I missed
amazing.
it?
Yeah, absolutely. I'll send you pictures over. I've got a fucking
Can I get
mug
your
here,
credit
and
card too?
my handwriting is awful.
Yeah,
No,
and the
it's
three
all
numbers
right.
on, and
I'll
the three
share
numbers
it
on the
with you
back of the
guys.
card, and the three numbers on the back, please.
Yeah,
It's
the
just because I'm going to
CCV.
do a daytime live because loads of people I know have missed it because they're still out there now. So they're going to want to catch up and they'll be out there again tomorrow night. So at 7:30, they'll miss it. So
Yeah.
I'll do a daytime live just to recap them.
Peace to
No
everybody. Peace to everybody.
But
For real.
honestly,
Thank you,
appreciate
guys.
you all. What a shift we've done tonight. You're all
What a shit.
amazing. I've been out there as well tonight, so I've done a double shift. I've been on my
Oh.
feet and on here.
So I'll say this: there's going to be a lot of tension,
Oh
soon.
yeah. Oh
Oh,
yeah.
there is.
This has now raised so many questions.
What happens in darkness comes to light. I'll end it on that one, and I'll speak to you all tomorrow. I am nipping on for half an hour. Dig, amazing. Shimmering, amazing. Grant, top questions as always. Fact man.
Thank you. D, make sure you download that live straight after
Yeah.
this. Don't leave it to
I
waste.
will do.
Download straight away just
Will
in
do.
case.
Yep.
Yeah,
Great,
yeah,
guys.
because you know what they're like, the bloody lizards.
Have a
Hey,
wonderful
D14.
evening, everybody. Thank you so much for your time. Joe, you going to go live and just quickly debrief for everybody? Or...
Yeah, I'm just going to do debrief now with everyone, because
Cool.
that's
Right,
I'll
that's
jump
my
over
head
there
off.
with you guys as soon as I wrap it up on here as well.
Good night.
Make sure
All
you
the
guys give these guys a follow. Give D14 a follow, and just looking forward to it. When you guys see them live, hit it up.
Much love, gang.
Thank you guys so much for joining us.
Good night.
Bye.
Oof. Oh my goodness. Wow, what a day.